Hey y'all, come on in. Hey Brittany. Hey Miss M. Hey Shay Shay. Hey Robert. What's going on? Hold on. Trying to get my other device down. I wish today was Friday again. Brittany, I got your message, boo. Thank you. Hey Miss D in chat. Hey girl. How's everyone doing on this Tuesday? Let's see, let's see, let's see. I'm waiting on some more people to come in the building. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just getting over a little cold. Still got like um, when you get a cold, you just constantly blow your nose until the shit hurts. Oh my God. Then like when I laugh, my chest hurt a little bit because, I had a cold, so. What's up, my girl Jazzy J? Hey Karen? Karen, I'm not gonna say 5 times today, Karen. Okay. Karen came for me yesterday, honey. She said for the last time, 5 times. Okay, Karen. Now, how many of y'all was in Keys live last night? Was anybody over there last night? I was over there. Lord have mercy if he ain't something else, baby. Hey, Miss Wins. Hey, Brittany. Thank y'all so much. Yeah, I did, Karen. I did. I got some rest. I did. I did. I did. I ate me some chicken noodle soup and some crackers, and I had some orange juice. I took my cold medicine, and I laid down for a while. Then I got back up, cause Lord Jesus, Keys went live, and I had to catch that goddamn live. Oh my God, that man is so funny. Hey, Miss Joy. Oh, you was there? Baby. Girl, why he called the lady a bitch? I was no good. I was so weak. I didn't know what to do. Lord have mercy. Help me, Jesus. Lord, the lady played on his top, honey, and he called her a bitch. But listen, only thing Keys had to do is download everything, right? What's up, Latte? Only thing he had to do is download it. He could have just played it. That's all he had to do. Because I think that she knew that Keys was going to break her live down. And I don't think she wanted that. So that's why I think she at the last minute she told him no, that he couldn't use it. Which that was wrong. I don't give a damn. I still use this shit. Honey 5K, what's going on? We was into that live yesterday, and you kept going. I do that sometimes, Karen. Well, y'all know, right? Um, now, now Gigi did a live on that lady, right? But see, Gigi did it smart. I gotta give it to her. She did it smart. She downloaded it and played her own shit, right? She didn't use the lady picture or anything. She downloaded. I guess she used an app or something. and she downloaded it and she played it, right? And she wanted people to tell them, greetings, beautiful Royal D. Same to you, sis. How are you? How are you, Queen? So, y'all, we gonna do a repeat from Gigi live, right? Because she did make some good sense out of her live. I ain't gonna lie, even though she got on my nerve that day, but I still love her. But I just, hey, open book, what's going on, my sister? So, because she broke that live down good, and we're gonna get into her live. We're gonna rebuttal back from her live. But I don't know why she didn't want Keys to break her live down. Because her witness was a fucking liar any fucking way. Okay, the witness was a liar. Because how the fuck you gonna sit here and tell my son? It's like basically like she was saying that they don't believe the first witness, but she believes this witness. How could you not believe the first witness and believe this witness? Like, I wasn't getting a good understanding of that. I mean, like he said, he made some good key points. Like, shit, I subscribe to your channel. You're doing great job. I enjoy your commentary. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, sis. Thank you so much. Thank you. And y'all, before I get into it, for everybody that's new, I appreciate y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. And I do all kind of commentaries on, things like this, because it's domestic violence going on all around the world, y'all. I just looked at a story today about this girl got married to her husband, and the day she got married, the same day the husband killed her. So, I was looking at a story like that today too. So I'm probably going to share that story next week. There's a lot of domestic violence going on. But this story right here is a big story. This story did touch my heart. Miss Lady, what's going on? The witness made no sense. No sense at all. And I think, I'm going to be honest, y'all, I think the second witness and the third witness, because we don't know who the third witness yet, because she haven't even came out with the third witness yet. So we don't know who she is. We don't know if it's a man or a woman. We don't know who it is. But I will say this. I definitely do believe that the witnesses, these two last witnesses, I do believe that they know Carlos. And that's just my opinion. That's my opinion, Yes, the first witness was. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And for everybody that's new to my channel, the ways that support my channel, because I don't have Cash App or anything like that. I have nothing but the coffee link. My mom's in the chat every so often they drop the coffee link. You can donate a coffee to my channel. You can buy 1 coffee, 2 coffees, 3 coffees, how many coffees you want to buy. That's up to you and what your pocket can afford. It's only $5 per coffee. So when they drop the link, if you feel like you want to buy coffee, and you can buy coffee, and if you would want to leave a message, good commentary or whatever like that, you can leave it also too. You can write something when you donate for the coffee. So that's for all the new people that coming in that don't know what the coffee link is for. That's for to help donate towards the channel. Carlos does live in the neighborhood, and I believe Carlos does live in that neighborhood, and I believe it's people that he know. Oh yeah. Yeah. I do believe it. I do believe that it is somebody that he knows, because I just felt like, I don't know why this lady think her witness was so credible. Oh Lord, honey, she thought that witness was just so fucking credible. She just got on my nerve, y'all. All right. Oh yeah, and it's one bitch that I'm looking for, because I want her to come in my chat. Because you know what? She got so much fucking mouth in everybody's chat. I ain't even gonna say her name, y'all, because I'm waiting for her to come in my chat. Because when she come in my chat, I don't want none of my moms to block her immediately, because I'm gonna curse her ass out. Because the bitch tried to come for me yesterday in Key's chat, and then she always tried to come for Gigi too. Cause I see Gigi said something to her twice, I think last night in her chat also too. Then I see she going Keys chat and she be talking smack over there too. But bitch, you come over here, bitch. I'm gonna give you what you looking for, motherfucker. Cause see, bitch, I see you try to come for me last night in that chat. But I'm gonna get you, bitch. You must don't know I got a channel. But you bring your motherfucking punk ass over here. Cause I'm the right one for you. Okay? Me and my mods. Okay? We'll give you the business over here before we block you. We'll tell you off before we block you, okay? Because I see how you be trolling and you always talking about somebody invested. That's why when you said something to me yesterday, bitch, I didn't say nothing to you because I wasn't going back and forth with your punk ass, okay? I was not going back and forth with your punk ass in somebody else's chat because I got my own motherfucking platform, bitch, okay? But I'm waiting because I know you're going to come over here, bitch. I'm waiting on you, you slut bucket bitch. I'm waiting on you to come over here. Let's see. She don't want that, D. That bitch tried to come with me twice. I'm like, bitch, do you, girl? Like, yeah. Oh, so Miss Lady know who I'm talking about. I had a few words with her as well. And what's her name? Y'all know y'all be seeing her in the chat all the time. She my people's though. Shawtown. Shawtown had some words with her last night too over there in the chat. Shawtown and somebody else did too. I can't forget. I forgot the other lady name. I can't remember the other lady name. But let me see. I wasn't there and I missed it. Oh yeah, she tried to come for me last night, honey. Yeah, she always fucking with Gigi. Gigi told her, I think that was last night. Gigi told her. Gigi said, "You got so much to say. Won't you come on my damn panel?" Mm-hmm. You talk more shit to me, bitch. Okay, now let's get this goddamn shit going here, cause I want y'all to hear how Gigi broke it down, and I think Gigi broke it down. I think she did a great job. Wait, is that the one that be in Keys? Be in Keys chat? I think I know. Yeah, she be in Keys chat. Mm-hmm. Yeah, girl. Let's go. Hold on.
Let me know where you guys coming from. Where y'all at? Are y'all on the north side, west side of the coast? Where y'all calling from? Hey, Crystal girl. Hey, Lisa. Y'all know Lisa Wilson. That's my sister from another mother. Okay, she always got my back. So y'all better show her the most respect. Do you hear me? Other people around said it was a longer build up. But their person said it was under 3 minutes, and then they said they left 2 minutes and came back. All right, so that's very crazy. They're certain the Mexican woman and the boyfriend weren't there at first. Okay, so I don't know how they have their eyes on the Mexican and the boyfriend, but they said they certain that Mexican lady that spoke out first and the boyfriend weren't there at first. Okay. My thing is, if you're going to give a statement and you're being a witness, why are you worried about another witness?
Exactly.
It almost seemed like this new black woman or black man, I'm going to call the nigga ghost witness. The new nigga ghost witness is just coming out here to debunk the first real witness, and we know the witness is real because we heard her voice in the first video that went viral. She was there. Okay. We know who she is. But the new ghost nigga witness, we don't know who the new ghost nigga witness is. And most people online said they are hired by Holly and Carlos. They are a plant. And you guys know what plants are. Plants are people that they put purposely in the light to fabricate or tell a story to shift the narrative. Okay, to cover someone. So that's what a lot of people feel like it is. But they are really trying to debunk the first real witness.
Facts.
So they said
Absolutely,
the real
Gigi.
witness weren't there at first, yet those two show up clearly in the video. We saw those people clearly in the video. We heard the witness and the real witness, and we heard her boyfriend speak out in that video. People question how the witness could know that if they were also coming and going. Remember, the witness said they left for about 2 minutes, then they came back, they were doing a whole bunch of stuff. So how would they know? All right. So the story of Holly's gun sitting on top of the car, that is very unusual. What do you guys think about that? Press 4.
Lord Jesus, Lord, thank you, Gigi, for saying that. Why was it on top of a car? Carlos supposed to have not been around a weapon, but you got your weapon on top of a car? Make it make sense. And I cannot believe this lady over here, this slow lady over here, really believed that this weapon was on top of a car. Did she put it on top of a car because she knew something was going to jump off, because she knew that they were setting Romika up? So that's why she put it on top of that car? Because I can swear out the first witness said that she went to her car and got it.
Or if you feel like that is just so unusual to anybody to have a gun just sitting on top of their car. Press 4 if you feel like that shit is just so unusual. Press 9 if you feel like it is a possibility, anything could happen. All right. They said, people are saying, why would a mother with a baby in the car leave a loaded gun on top of a vehicle in plain sight? That just don't make sense.
Facts.
People are also saying no one else yet has confirmed the gun was on top of the roof before it was picked up. Nobody else have confirmed that. That just seemed like a lie that was just planted there. The witness, the ghost nigga witness, said pulled off the moment the gun appeared. The witness pulled off the moment the gun appeared, meaning they can't testify to exact sequels of pulling and aiming or firing. So this new ghost nigga witness, they say they pulled off as soon as the gun, I guess, pulled off the moment the gun appeared, meaning, so I guess they went off. They didn't see the rest. Okay, it says the witness strongly paints Carlos as a peacemaker, which benefits him legally. Okay. And I'm assuming, is this the same witness that's going to go down to the police statement and put a statement on there, or they don't want their name to be caught up? I'm not sure. Because if they go down to the police statement, isn't it going to be public record, like who said what, or how does that work? Or they just going to conceal it?
Oh, no.
Not sure, but they decided to come to the internet with it. So let's just hear it out. They also said, but online users have videos of Romika and Carlos, their past altercation, and find it hard to believe he was 100% neutral, because that's what this new witness is saying. The new witness even quote Carlos yelling, "Get the F back in your car. Get the F back in your car." But I can't remember exactly what Romika was yelling. That's what they said. So to let you know that they have selective memory.
Right. Now, I'm with Gigi on that. Now, if you heard what Carlos was saying, right, but you claimed you was close to Romika, right, and Holly, because the gun was on top of the car, then you should have heard what Romika and Holly was saying. If you saying that Romika was hollering, she was screaming, why you couldn't tell what she was saying? That don't make sense to me neither.
And it screams bias, because we all know Romika came out talking about, I just dropped my baby off. So they don't remember Romika saying that. They only remember Carlos saying, get in the car. Right. So people are saying this witness is definitely a plant. They're a cover up, they're biased, because they have selective memory. Also, these are a lot of red flags that's in this witness. They said the witness admits no one recorded the start of the confrontation. In high drama street incidents, someone almost always records orally. They also can't clearly recount what she said. Only Holly line about, you keep effing with everybody. Yeah, that's what she said. She said, Holly said, you keep fucking with everybody. And that's the only thing that she remember Holly saying is, you keep fucking with everybody. And only
right. Why she remembered only what Holly was saying, but can't remember nothing Ramika was saying, but she remembered what Holly was saying. That's like a red flag to me too. That don't make sense. You right there in the facility where they at. And then another thing, you mean to tell me you ain't even, you say you was that scared. That's what you came out your mouth and said, right? You was scared. But damn, I know motherfuckers that sit in their car and records. You couldn't even record this incident? Nah, I don't buy this bitch.
The only thing she remember Carlos saying is, get the F back in the car. But she don't remember Ramika saying anything. She just remember her yelling. So this vagueness fuels a lot of speculation that they are shaping the narrative. All right. The Spanish speaking couple, because the new witness, she talked about them. They talked about them a lot. I don't know if it's a man or a woman. I don't know if it's a transgender or a non-binary. We don't know shit about this new witness. It's a ghost. It's a ghost, I say. We don't know if it's a pig,
ghost,
it's a frog. What is it? What is it, I say? I don't know. They say the witness, they say the Spanish woman and her boyfriend weren't there at first, but were the loudest voices later. And we know that because in that video that went viral, that shows the incidents of Ramika, on the ground and Carlos pacing back and forth and Holly on the phone, we hear that same witness that called in exactly around the time it happened, September 8th. She called in 2 weeks ago, exactly when it happened. And she told her story, the same voice and everything. So we know that witness is legit. She's real. Yeah. And she's honest. But this new witness, it is a ghost. We don't know if it's a man, if it's a woman, if it's a black or white. We don't know if it's a frog or it's just something made up. We don't know nothing about this witness. But yet we are expected just to believe this person. I mean, hell. Tomorrow, anybody can wake up and say, hey, I was a witness and I seen this and that. I mean, we talked about it enough where people can say, yeah, and they pick some pieces and shit and push it out here. It gives me another Carlos plant. We know Carlos uses people as pawns to do his dirty work. He used that other guy on Facebook to push out those videos to paint a narrative. Yeah. He uses Holly to kill Ramika, I feel. Facts. And now he's using YouTubers to push out his false narrative and his dirty work. Facts. So he definitely good at using people, him and Holly. All right. But let's see what else you guys say about it. It says another flag is why come forward, but not publicly. All right. People want to know. They are willing to talk private, but refuse to do an interview or even a voice distorted recording. They call 911 allegedly, but now they want to be so private and say people will be mad at them. How will people be mad at you if you're just telling the truth? People are going to be mad at you because you're lying, if anything. People are saying that fuels conspiracy talk. You know what that's about. If they're so sure of what they saw, why not speak it openly? I want to know, if you guys were there and you were a witness, would you speak out openly about it? Huh? Press 1 if you would speak out openly about it. Press 2 if you would be quiet and scared and won't say anything. You got God on your side, right? All right. So 7, a flag is information that helps the shooter. Everything in their version is very convenient, right? It shows how Holly never left the car area. It shows Carlos as a peacemaker. And it paints Ramika as the aggressor. And it suggests self-defense. Because this perfectly fits the defense narrative Online users is calling it too neat to be real. Okay, how it's packaged. The baby in the backseat claim the witness referenced screenshots from another source about a baby in the backseat, but admits it's from another source, not their own eyes. People question that detail was planted to justify Holly's fears. Okay. So I just wanted to give you guys that intel before we go into it. So let me play this audio. All right. So
all right, y'all.
let's
She
go
gonna break
here.
it down.
This is from the new witness, and I'll bring this up here as well so you can see the transcripts.
And it's all Kim
right.
to do your this
I'm gonna
download
play.
like she did.
Let's go.
They're making the guy look is not true.
So when she said they're making the guy look is not true, she's talking about Carlos. So she's up here. The new witness, I don't know if it's a man or woman, is pretty much saying how y'all painting Carlos is not true. Okay. So the first thing the new witness want to do is defend Carlos.
Okay. Right. Fact.
And like I said, Carlos love using people as a pawn to what? To cover himself. Absolutely. That's why he said, ain't no good shit out here about me. Y'all ain't talking nothing good about me. So now he's planning witnesses to come forward to try to paint him as the savior, trying to paint him as the peacemaker.
Exactly.
Bullshit.
Open book.
Let's go.
Whew. He was trying to de-escalate. Also, the Mexican woman and her boyfriend were not out there when it first started. I said, okay, when did you arrive on the scene?
Hold on, let me get with it.
Yeah. Gigi said, let's get
At what point?
with it.
During the interaction, I did have to redact this part because it has identifying details. But this witness was in the area. The witness says that they saw all of the cars on the scene that were there and that they had made the left and went back up the street, took care of a personal matter, and within about 2 minutes, by the time the witness got back to the corner that they started at, where they initially saw the beginning of an incident, they say they saw all of them in the street. I said, did it look like a physical fight between two people, two women, or who was fighting? I did not see a physical fight at that moment. It was more him trying to get Ika back in her car, and she wouldn't go.
Now, when it says Ika, when I put the transcript in to make it document, I guess the pronunciation of the lady, they caught it as Ika, but this is Romika. Okay, so
yes.
Put code for Romika.
Yes.
Put IKA equals
That's
code
exactly
for
Romika.
Put that in the damn chat so y'all know. Okay, because here y'all go. Who is Ika? Who is Ika? That's Romika. Okay, let's go.
Turned around and said something to that girl and came at her. That girl pulled the gun out. Ika was still coming at her. When I seen the gun, I pulled off because that...
All right, let's go back to here. All right. I did not see a physical fight at that moment. It was more him trying to get Romika back in the car, and she would not go. She turned around and said something to that girl. That girl, I'm assuming they're talking about Holly, and came at her. I'm assuming they're saying Romika was forcibly coming at Holly. That girl, Holly, pulled the gun out. They keep saying that girl. They know who the fuck Holly is. Shit, they've been paying attention. They've been listening. They've been listening to
Holly and Carlos.
They've been listening in that Spanish. What she said, the witness testimony, they've been following this case inside and out. Now they want to act like they don't know who Holly is. They don't want to hardly, they never hardly say Holly, that girl. Man, please, you know her name. Y'all, everybody know their name by who been following this case. Bullshit. So that's just funny to me. Okay. It said that girl pulled the gun out. Holly pulled the gun out. Romika was still coming at her. When I seen the gun, I pulled off because that's how close I was. Oh my God. Oh, she said, I got to get the fuck out of Dodge. Damn. Okay. What do y'all think about that? So this right here, it paints. What is it paints? So Ramika was just running towards Holly, and Holly pulled the gun out. Ramika was still coming at her after the gun was pulled out. And when I seen the gun, I pulled off because that's how close I was.
Yeah, she funny.
All right. So let's keep on going on.
How close I was. I said, I don't blame you for pulling off. The witness says the Mexican lady is lying. I called the police. I was going to keep going, but
this is the thing. How does she know the lady is lying? How does she know that the lady did not call the police? How can you say, excuse me, how could you say you was the first one that called the police? You cannot say that. And for this lady to sit there to interview you and believe this, something is definitely wrong with her too. I mean, because if I would have interviewed you, I would say, well, you know, we can't say you was the first one called the police or she was the first one called the police. We can't say who was the first one called the police because we don't know that. Okay? And let's remember, the first witness that came up that Gigi interviewed, because that's how the interview first started out. That's how it went viral, because of Gigi. I got to give her props. Gigi was the first one to interview that lady. Okay? Gigi platform was the first platform the lady went on. And the shit went viral from there. Okay? Now, let's go back. When the cops first got called, y'all, it did not get called because of two women was fighting or a bang was involved. The lady called the police because of Carlos was fighting Ramika. I want y'all to always keep that in your head. That's why the police was called, because of the domestic violence between Carlos and Ramika. At that time, the witness did not know anything about Holly. Okay?
But something told me to go back.
All right. So the new witness said the Mexican lady is lying. I called the police. So she's trying to say the Mexican lady didn't call the police. She called the police, or they called the police, or he called the police. Because like I said, we don't know the gender. We don't know the race. We don't know nothing. It's just a ghost. Okay? Casper the ghost called the police. Should we call this bitch Casper the ghost since we don't know nothing about this person? Huh? Press 3 if we should call this person Casper the ghost. Well, let's give the new witness a nickname, y'all. Come on. Put in a comment. Give me a new nickname for the witness. What's the new nickname for the witness?
Casper.
Like this video, y'all. Come on, like this video. Come on. They say even Hispanic is a Mexican. Well, you know, it shows they're ignorant. I need a new nickname. Hurry up. We don't got all day. What's a new nickname for this new person? Wow, that is so fake that is his
open
people.
book. I'll be dead with her. She have me
I need
dying.
a nickname. What are we gonna call the deceiver? I need it to be funny. Shit, make it funny and entertaining. Goddamn, not about the deceiver. Why they gotta be lying? Because that's what they do. But what's a nickname for them? I need a nickname.
Just keep
all I can think of Casper,
Ghost,
Casper the Ghost.
Yeah, keep that one. That's great.
Okay. So this is what Casper the Ghost says. The Casper the Ghost, all right, come on. Says Casper the Ghost said the Mexican lady did not call the police. Casper the Ghost said Casper the Ghost, called the police. Okay. I was going to keep going, but something told me to go back, because I wanted to tell them it's not like that. By the time I came back, Ramika was on the floor. There were more people outside, and it wasn't even a 3-minute stretch. Man, I don't know. This all seems sketchy.
Because I wanted to tell them. It's not like that. By the time I came back, Ika was on the floor. There were more people outside, and it wasn't even a 3-minute stretch. I don't know where all those people came from. They weren't even there before. I said, well, they probably heard or saw an altercation and came back around. Then the witness says, the Mexican woman says in the video that she got off the 21 bus. There is a bus stop closer there, but it's on the other corner. And I know people are saying that those two people set Rika up, but that's not what it looked like at all. I said, that's not what you witnessed. And then I did ask about the witness that we heard in the video that was with her boyfriend or her man friend that was loud. And that witness went on to do an interview on another platform last week, I believe. So I said, there's a person who claimed that they got off the 21 bus from your vantage point. Was that possible? You also said the Spanish-speaking person might not be telling the whole truth. The witness says,
I gotta stop. They all listen. This whole thing is about that Spanish lady, baby.
Yes.
When I tell you, Casper the Ghost, Holly, and Carlos, they are so fucking mad at that Spanish lady.
Yes,
Press
they
2
are.
if this whole thing is about that Spanish lady. I bet you.
Yes, it is. It is. They're absolutely mad at that lady. They're mad. That Spanish lady, I don't know if she's Spanish or not. I'm just saying it because Gigi's saying it. But that lady is telling the truth. I believe her, and I believe this other lady, this Casper lady, Casper the Ghost. She's upset because this lady came forward. Okay, but I am so ready for the third. I'm ready. I need this bitch to come on out here now and drop this goddamn video about this goddamn lady. I need it. I need to hear it.
Goddamn, when you do a witness, you just tell your side of the story. Their
I
whole
know what's
thing,
going on,
their
Queen.
whole motivation is about that Spanish lady, right? I mean, how many times y'all gonna say the Spanish lady in this thing, right? Man, that's very telling. They not just gonna tell their side, they gotta talk about the Spanish lady. Man, if this ain't, you can see the play.
I don't think so. And especially about that headlock situation. What I can make out is some licks were passed and he grabbed Ika, but not holding her down. For that woman, it was not like that at all.
So they're saying, Casper the Ghost says, what I can make out was some licks was passed and he grabbed Romika. Remember, IKA, that is the secret code for Romika, okay? But not holding her down for that woman. So Casper the Ghost says that Carlos was never holding Romika down, okay? He was never holding Romika down. It was not like that at all. So do you guys agree with Casper the Ghost? Press 1 if you feel like Casper the Ghost is right, that Carlos was never holding Romika down. It wasn't like that at all. All right, let me know. Press 4 if you feel like Casper the Ghost is lying they ass off. All right, what do
you know what, open book, and that could be true. That could be true because she's getting a lot of backlash from this witness right here. So I don't know. That could be true. She might not bring the other one out. Okay. But I want that. I need her. I need her to come the fuck out because I need to do a reaction off her ass too. Okay. Because I do believe these people knows Carlos and Holly. And goddamn it, they that they don't know Holly, they definitely knows Carlos. Fact. I definitely do believe that. We'll see what Brittany said.
What do you guys think about it? Let's continue to play.
He grabbed her and the other woman did what she did. She shot her. They were not tag teaming her at all. I kept seeing him trying to push Ika to get back in her car. He said, "Get the F back in your car." She would wiggle away from him and then charge at the other woman again. So I said they weren't jumping her, who appeared to be the most aggressive person on the scene. She said, "Ika."
All right. So they said Romika. And I guess it's a woman because she said. So the person said she said Romika. Okay.
Lord,
so
Auntie
remember, IKA in this document, it is a secret code for Romika. So when you see IKA, that hints to Romika's secret. Okay. Oh, my goodness. What do y'all think about this? I kept seeing
I agree,
him
open book.
trying to push. Are y'all seeing what I'm saying? Let me see. I keep seeing him trying to push Romika to get back in the car. He said, "Get the F back in your car."
I agree, open
She
book.
will wiggle
Very good
away
point.
from him and then charge at the other woman again. So I said they weren't jumping her. Who appeared to be the most aggressive person on the scene? She said Romika. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah.
What do y'all
That's
think?
why I say I do believe it's somebody that know Carlos. I'm telling you. It's somebody that know Carlos. And I told you that's what he do. That's what they do. They get everybody on their side. Whoever this witness is, this Casper, the ghost witness, he done got this woman on her side. You know, to believe everything he say. And to go public and tell the truth to make Romika look bad. And it's sad. It's sad. And it's sad how this lady here, that's doing this story, she believed this witness over the first witness. Like, I can't believe it. It's crazy.
All right, let's continue going. So I'm sure this is probably what they told the police too. So if this is what they told the police, I think possibly people can understand why they let Holly off. If this is what Carlos and Holly told the police, and I'm assuming this is what they're telling them, or maybe not, because the new witness didn't speak out. And I feel like this is a new version of what they told the police, because now they have to try to make the Mexican lady come off as a liar, you know?
Right.
Let me continue to play.
The young lady took the pistol out. Did you see her approach Ika with a gun, or was she just standing there? The witness says she did not approach Ika at all. She never stepped away from her car. So I said, so she was by her car, the witness says, and she did not go inside her car. The gun was on top of her car. So I said, the gun.
All right. So you heard this. They're saying that Holly never went inside her car to get the gun. Because why? The gun was already on top of Holly's car. That loaded gun was on top of Holly's car. And she never went inside to get the car because the loaded gun was on top of her car this whole time. Do y'all believe that?
I don't believe that.
Press 9 if you feel like, hell no. To the no. Okay. Press 10 if you feel like it is a possibility she can be telling the truth.
I don't believe that.
What do you guys think?
I mean, because I don't believe it, right? Because why would you just have your weapon on top of a car if you did not want something to happen? Why? Why was not your gun loaded in the trunk somewhere away from your child, right? If you did not feel, or if you did not know that you went there for trouble, okay? So what did you do? I'm trying to see. What did you do when you seen Romika? Because I believe Romika and her baby father was having some words. That's what I believe. And I believe now, allegedly, Holly could have put her gun on top of the hood. And then her and Romika got into it, right? But my thing is, again, y'all, if this is true, what made her shoot Romika? What made her do that? All right, they say she shot Romika in the leg before she even shot in the face. You had already shot in the face. In the leg. So why would you shoot her in the face? When you shoot somebody in the leg, of course they're gonna go down. They can't stand no more. All right. But let's continue.
What do y'all
No, I
think?
don't
Y'all
believe that
saying it right
neither,
here
D.
with
No,
your
I don't.
own eyes. Y'all
I don't
see the
believe,
transcript with your
Carlos,
own eyes.
that neither, D. This is
Okay,
crazy.
so comment, let me know.
They are
It says,
painting
did you see her
Romika to
approach
be a bad
Romika with a
person.
gun?
Yes.
Or was she just standing there? The witness says she did not approach Romika at all. She never stepped away from her car. So I said, so she was by her car? The witness says, and she did not go inside her car? The gun was on top of her car. So I said, so like I said, this whole thing is just about debunking the witness card. Now, when you're telling your side of the story, all you're doing is telling your side of the story. But this Casper the Ghost is not telling their side of the story. They just want to debunk the first witness, the real witness that came out, because they want to sway people's opinion and they want to get the heat off of them.
Yep.
So that's what it definitely comes off to be. Let's continue on because we do have more.
Was already on top of the car. Then are you saying that she grabbed it and Ika was coming toward away from her car? Get the F back in your car. She would wiggle away from him and then charge at the other woman again. So I said they weren't jumping her, who appeared to be the most aggressive person on the scene. She said, Ika. The young lady took the pistol out. Did you see her approach Ika with a gun, or was she just standing there? The witness says she did not approach Ika at all. She never stepped away from her car. So I said, so she was by her car, the witness says, and she did not go inside her car. The gun was on top of her car, so I said, the gun was already on top of the car. Then are you saying that she grabbed it and Ika was coming toward her and she fired a shot? The witness says once she upped that gun, I pulled off. Anything after that, I don't know. So then I said, so you saw her take the gun from the top of the car?
That's exactly what you did,
yes.
open book.
I asked, was the car door open? The witness says one of their car doors were open. All the cars were parked. Both female drivers' doors were open. I said, where was Carlos when Ika was approaching? Holly, the witness says, in the middle, trying to break it up. Ika kept breaking from him, like I said, and started running to the girl. The girl pulled the gun. He instantly went to, Holly was pushing her arm down, like putting her hands down on her forearm. So he tried to stop it. The witness says, and Ika was still coming, and I pulled off. I got out of there. The witness says, yeah, and he grabbed her, and that's exactly how it happened. What I did witness was that man trying to just de-escalate.
Yeah, I believe the first witness.
That's the honest truth. Then I said, as for his emotions, he seemed shocked. Most of us don't know what we do in that situation. And the witness said, exactly, and he would kept telling the crowd to get back. He was just standing around walking in circles, dazed. And a lot of the bystanders were really loud, and it was a lot happening. And he probably thought that they would attack Holly. And then I had to ask about the Latino.
Hold on. Didn't Casper the Ghost say they pulled off when she got the gun? Press 1 if the Casper the Ghost said, I pulled off when Holly reached for the gun, so I didn't see what happened next.
She did.
So if that's the case, how in the hell is she seeing all those people yelling and stuff?
That's what Casper
said. Because now they're talking about the aftermath.
Right.
Now they're talking about the aftermath. When I go here, let me look at here. It says a lot of bystanders were loud and it was a lot happening, and he probably thought they would attack Holly. Most of us don't know what to do in that situation. Then I said, as far as his emotion, he seemed shocked. But at this point, and they're talking about the aftermath after Romika died or laid on the ground, because she didn't die till she was in the hospital. How did they see this if they wasn't there? How did they see this if they pulled off when Holly got the gun? Huh? How did the fuck they see this shit? Okay,
So
do y'all
true.
see this? how did they see that? Did they come back around? Because remember, they kept coming back around. They left for 2 minutes, then they come back around.
Yeah.
Then they pull back off with the gun. How convenient.
And why would she leave and come back? And then on top of it, why you got no recordings of nothing? Because she said, yeah, my car was there and whatever, you know. Was you really there? Was you really there? Or did you really come at the end of this shit? Carlos called you and told you to come to the scene, and now Carlos telling you what to really say? Because was you really there? I mean, because your story don't even add up. I mean, you said when she got the gun and stuff, you left. You seen the gun because you was real close by the gun. So why did you come back? Damn, you did some quick fucking food shopping, girl. Shit.
Convenient, right? How convenient. You see them, and then you come back after 2 minutes. And what do you do in 2 minutes? What can you get done in 2 minutes in traffic? What can y'all get done in 2 minutes in traffic, goddammit? Okay? 2 minutes? You can get something done, take care of your business, and come back?
That's what I just said.
Minutes.
She came back just that quick about something. She was on her way. Now remember, y'all, this little Casper lady said, you know, she was going to the supermarket. So goddamn, what the fuck did you buy? Some bologna and cheese and jump back in the car? What the hell did you get that you came back so fast? Because that is very strange. And I'm telling you, I'm not coming back to no battle of no gunfire. I'm just not coming back. Fuck the whole scene. I'm not coming back to a gun battle. That's out the question. That's not going to happen for me. I love my life. Okay?
In 2 minutes. Ain't no way.
I said that yesterday.
Goddamn, the traffic light, when it said red light, they going to hold you about for 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Exactly.
Hell. 2 minutes.
Hey, Terry.
But okay, this is what Casper the Ghost, and this is what y'all pushing out here, so let's go. Let me play. This is what y'all pushing.
Or Spanish couple of the people with the Spanish. Was that man trying to
go again,
all right, so I'm going to push it back.
I think she was.
That's the honest truth. Then I said, as for his emotions, he seemed shocked. Most of us don't know what we do in that situation. And the witness said, exactly. And he would kept telling the crowd to get back. He was just standing around walking in circles, dazed. And a lot of the bystanders were really loud, and it was a lot happening. And he probably thought that they would attack Holly. And then I had to ask about the Latino or Spanish couple of the people with the Spanish accents again. I said, from the video, I saw a man walking around and a girl that was angry or loud with a Spanish accent. Those two were the loudest and most recognizable voices in the video. And the witness says, yeah, I think they might have been a couple, or they were at least together or something. The witness really went on to be regretful and lament about how they couldn't show up and do an interview because they see the online discourse that's happening. And they wanted to clear it up and tell people what they saw. Now, this really flips the narrative and it dehumanizes one person and makes the other look like the aggressor. In the next portion of the conversation, I let the witness know that I did request a 911 tapes. And since they were one of the people that called the 911, then myself and probably other outlets would be playing the tape. And the witness says, if that's the case, and that's fine. I just don't want to do any interviews with my voice right now. I did call the police because nobody else was trying to. If the video comes out or if you put it out, you'll hear exactly what I told the police on the phone. And if there's video around, you can see my car in the area. I was there. I asked the witness, has Chicago PD called them? And they said, yeah, the day that the lady was getting released. They wanted me to come in and I told them, no, leave me alone. I don't want to be put in there and end up on the stand. I don't even know how you got my number. I didn't even know that once you called the police, they could get your phone number. I just didn't think that far about all of this. And I told the witness, that's why a lot of people don't come forward. They don't want their voice, their likeness, their license plate, and address out there. The witness says, hey, people are going to be really mad at me. The witness also said they didn't want their voice out there because they see what's happening online and the people that are getting demonized in this case, and they don't want to be attacked because what they're saying that they saw does not fit the narrative of who people want to portray the deceased to be. I firmly believe you can be a very loving, doting mother and still be a scrapper out there in the street. You can fall over your child and still want to fight your baby daddy's other baby mama. You are allowed duality, and that's one thing that's really difficult. That's going to be really difficult to accept in this case, especially as details are unfolding. And let me just go ahead and tell y'all this. I've been sent. While I'm validating that second eyewitness almost repeats this verbatim. The witness just says, I wish a gun was never pulled. They could have just fought like they were doing, and they could have both been in bed with their babies, but nobody was really right there when it first started, and I didn't record it. I was just being nosy and looking. The witness goes on to say, if folks were there from before, then there would be video of that whole little thing before the shooting. But there's not one single video before the altercation. Not one. So then I asked, from the time you saw them getting physical until you pulled back around, how long was that? The witness says it couldn't have been any more than about 2 minutes. The witness goes on to say, I had pulled over to talk to the police. Then I was going to keep going to the grocery store like I was on my way to do something. Told me to go back because I wanted to tell them what I saw. I wish I would have said something then, but that gun, the witness voice cracks. It was so fast. Once I seen the gun, I left. Honestly, I'm glad I left. I don't ever want to see somebody's life ending, even though I seen her out there. That's still in my head. I think about that woman every single day, all of them. I wish it was another way. And I asked the witness, could they hear any words? Could they make out what any one of them were saying? And the witness says, one thing that Holly did say out there was, you keep fucking with everybody about this. You keep fucking with everybody. She said that. And also I've been seeing Carlos, or somebody put up videos of Ika being aggressive outside of Disney. And I said, yeah, I saw those. And the witness said, yeah, is that what you saw that day? Like in those videos, the witness
yeah,
says,
and that's what they going off of, y'all.
His body was in front of hers, and she was in her.
Ooh.
See, that's what they're going off. They're going by the videos that Carlos put out to paint Ramika to be. And that's what he was doing through their whole entire relationship. Almost. Filming her. Everything. Because he know how to get under her skin. He know what to do and what to say to make her crash out. And she was doing that not knowing what he was doing to her. He was keeping records of her. Because that's what narcissist does.
Did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch that? So remember.
Yes, he said Disney. So I'm thinking, did they go to Disney and she act up at Disney when they went on a trip or something? Let's hear it. Let me see.
Carlos put out the video of Ramika pulling up out the car and getting out and charging.
Yeah, I remember that video.
So what they are trying to do, Carlos Camp and Carlos people on YouTube, they are painting a picture. They want you to imagine that Ramika pulled up that morning just like that, getting out and coming for Holly. That is what they're trying to piece together. Y'all don't see how they piecing all this together?
Yeah.
That video that Carlos put out there of Ramika pulling up on him, asking him about the threesome he had with Holly and all this stuff. They want you to have that in mind. That is how Ramika pulled up on Holly, near the school and was coming towards her. And Holly just defended herself and the gun was on top of the car and she just shot in defense. That's how they paint this shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
You right.
he got these YouTubers wrapped around his hand, don't he? Don't he? Man, I'm telling you, they in bed together.
Broke it down just right.
Let's go. So let me take it back a little bit.
Could they hear any words? Could they make out what any one of them were saying?
Let me see, where we at? Could we make any words? All right, right here.
And the witness says, one thing that Holly did say out there was, you keep fucking with everybody about this. You keep fucking with everybody.
Yeah, she wasn't.
She said that. And also, I've been seeing Carlos, or somebody put up videos of Ika being aggressive outside of Disney. And I said, yeah, I saw those. And the witness said,
she said Disney
yeah,
World?
is that what you saw that day? Like in those videos, the witness says, I did. His body was in front of hers, and she was in her car door. Her car door was open, and she was standing up. I really couldn't hear what Carlos was saying because she was the one yapping. That's an interesting use of words. So I said, what was she saying to him? I really can't remember, but she was the one talking.
Well, why you can't remember?
Was she yelling or talking like you and I, more high-pitched, but not super loud with profanity? That's why I stopped my car. Initially, she was standing in her driver door, but he just couldn't pull where he couldn't just pull her in the car and make her sit down. She stood in it so he couldn't push her in the car. She said something, then turned to Holly. Then Holly said something. Then Ramika turned to the side, ran around Carlos and started going toward Holly, and she asked her what. And I had to take this part out to redact it. What something was. She went at her. The other woman literally turned around, grabbed the gun off the top of her car outside, and I pulled off. She was still going at her. While he was breaking it up, Holly said, I'm tired of you fucking with everybody about this. That's all I could make out. That was said. I really can't.
Yeah, I want to know what she meant when she tired of you fucking with everybody about this. About what? But if you was close to her, why didn't you make out what she was saying?
Even remember anything else after that. I just thought it was a regular fight. So I asked, so when Ramika was standing in her car door and talking, was Carlos across from her? Because at this point, I'm trying to get a good gauge of where. Everybody was the witness says no. He was literally at her car door trying to get her back in the car. I said, and Holly, the witness, says Holly wasn't nowhere from her car. She was standing in her car with the driver door open with her back to the car. She didn't appear aggressive to me until the woman started coming.
Oh, yeah, yeah, Holly knew that. She did.
This is probably why the
Holly
police
wasn't
didn't
no good.
prosecute. And also they know way more than we know. This is speculative, but I'm willing to bet that Holly and Carlos were probably able to show previous conversations where they were being threatened, and Holly felt valid in her fear against Ika. And just to add another point, I got some screenshots from another source, and they corroborate this version right here. And they say that Holly's baby was in the backseat of her car, and Ika was going for one of the windows. And so if that baby was in the backseat, and she's going for the window, and keep in mind, the restraining order protects Holly and her baby.
Ooh, baby. They trying to say that Holly was protecting her baby too, because Ramika was trying to go after that goddamn baby in that goddamn car, and she had a restraining order out on her and the baby too. Do y'all get what she's trying to say, right? Then let's listen up before I get my auntie to talking.
Do y'all get what she's trying to get to?
Get it?
Press 7 if you understand what they're trying to say.
They're trying to say
press 10 if you don't get it.
That baby,
they're
y'all.
trying to say that Ramika was coming for Holly's baby.
Absolutely.
They're trying to say that Ramika is coming for Holly baby. That is what they're trying to say. Y'all get that? They're trying to say that Ramika was coming to attack.
Auntie, what you got to say about this?
Girl, hey, what's going on, sis? Everybody in the chat. I am beyond pissed right now because First of all, you can tell that this person, whoever she is
You can call her Casper.
Is the Carlos, what's her name? Casper what?
They call her Casper.
Okay, well, Casper need to go ghost because Casper is, I know you don't like cursing, but she full of shit, okay? Yeah. Because her story doesn't even make any sense. I mean, it's like the first witness, she wasn't there. How you know she wasn't there? How do you know she wasn't there? What was she? Did she have a drone? Did she have a drone flying around where she could see who was there and who wasn't there? I give more credibility to the first witness than I do this one, because she slipped up and said, Carlos, something she was saying. She just said me and Carlos, or Carlos something, like she knows him. But then she quickly changed it and started talking about Disney World, Disneyland, or something. Okay, what she's saying makes no sense, and there's no way in the world you would ever make me believe that Romika was going after that girl's baby when Romika allowed her son to go with Carlos and this girl.
Thank you, Auntie. I'm glad you said that.
Why would she have an issue with that baby? What does the baby have to do with anything? Okay, this is sick.
It is. It is sad the way they really pay. And you know what? The lady that did this interview with her, I can't believe her.
I can't either.
I can't believe her, because I would have got, I don't give a damn what type of degree she got. I don't give a fuck, because you ain't got to have a degree to have common fucking sense.
Who got a degree? The lady? The
lady that did the interview with this lady.
Okay, well, you know what? You can have a degree and don't have like you said, common sense. You can have book sense and no common sense.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because I would have asked her, Auntie, what make you felt like Romika wanted to harm her baby?
Yes. Where'd that come from?
Asked her, period.
Right.
What would make you think that in your mind that Holly would have wanted to hurt this baby? And what this lady should have did is went back to the video when Holly's mother stated that Holly allowed her son to go on dinner dates with Carlos and that baby. It just don't make sense to me. I just don't get this lady really. I mean, can I say, is it fair to say, y'all, that she believed in this? Because I felt like she did. I felt like she did. I definitely felt like she believed this lady. Like, Holly, that shit right there made me mad as shit. That part made me mad. Open book.
Hey D, I was just hopping up for a second. Hey Brandy, hey chat. About the baby situation, something I thought about. Okay, so remember she got the restraining order back in December. During that time she was pregnant. And so if there was some type of reason as far as, her putting that out there that she really needed this restraining order, she could have put something in there, a clause that she is a pregnant woman. And during that time when they were doing the restraining order, was being filed, it probably had something in there about a baby. Now, that could be why she had that baby part in the restraining order. I'm not sure because I haven't seen it. But
so she was pregnant when she did the restraining order?
Yes.
Okay, got you.
You see what I'm saying?
So is it fair to, oh Lord.
It would be fair to say it would cover her and the baby, technically, if that's in the restraining order, because she was pregnant with child. So,
but I was going to say, the fair to say that's why she brought the baby.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying now. There's a lot of layers to this shit now.
Now that's a good point.
She put that baby in that goddamn back seat and bring that baby to that goddamn scene.
because that could have been why. Because people were like, they were going to the gym. How come she had the baby? Where if the baby is a part of the order as well, and now this person is trying to say she was trying to go to the window and saw the baby, then that could also justify why she could have said self-defense. My restraining order said that this covers me and the baby, and it looked like now they have this person coming out saying, oh, it looked like she was going there. And if the restraining order said it's covering me and my child, that's why I had to protect me and my child.
Right.
Because it wouldn't have been a reason for her to put her child in there anytime after the restraining order. So I'm thinking that from the original restraining order that they had, then, you know, they kept trying to serve her. Well, none of that changes what's in the order. It's a matter of them trying to serve her each time, but it's the same restraining order. And eventually she was served. Okay, so based off of the paperwork and how she worded that, since she was pregnant at the time, then if nothing changed, it would still show her and her child. And then, like you said, is it possible that she could have had the baby in there as another layer to justify self-defense? And right. If that's in there with the baby, hey, that could have been reason enough for them to let her go. Because we didn't know this part.
Right. Absolutely.
And all of that speculation.
Like it's more things. It's unfolding. It's unfolding.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But that's all I wanted to.
Yeah, I don't think Holly would have did anything to that babe. It's sad the way they really painted her out to be. It's sad.
No, she wouldn't. I don't believe that whatsoever.
But the thing is, nobody never going to say anything. Why was that weapon on top of that car?
Right. That justifies the premeditation if they want to take it there, because if you already had it out, then that doesn't help Holly's case as far as if it was premeditated or not. You already had it out. So that means whatever the missing piece is, why did she stop there and y'all still out there if y'all were on your way somewhere else? So with this lady saying it was already on top of the car, that is another piece of evidence to say this was premeditated. If it was not premeditated, then you would have had to go to your car, go get it out, and all of that. But by her saying, oh, it was already up there, that shows it was premeditated. You had already thought about it.
Right. Absolutely. I think Carlos knows this person.
I think so too. It justifies him more than Holly. He doesn't care about Holly getting off. He doesn't want to take the fall. So right now, by her saying, yeah, the guy, he was just trying to de-escalate, and he looked like he was trying to get Romika back in the car, and he looked like, you know, he was trying to get Holly to put the gun down. All of that screams Carlos. Okay. It was not helping Holly's case. He just does not want to go down. So it's going to help make him look a certain type of way.
Yes, absolutely. And I said that. I said, he don't want to be with Holly. He don't want to be with her right now. Mm-hmm. He don't want to be with her. I can't believe that. I cannot believe they trying to say she was trying to attack the baby. The Mexican lady and her. Well, I believe that Mexican lady for sure. I really believe her.
Oh, yeah. Me too.
Yeah, I believe her.
All right. I'm going to hop down, girl. Multitasking, but I'm listening in. Okay. Talk to y'all later.
Until you still here? Okay, let's finish playing.
Holly baby, and Holly has to defend herself and her baby. That's why they said the baby is on the protection list too. And that's why she shot, because she was in fear of Romika attacking her baby. Damn. I never thought about no shit like this.
Me neither.
I never thought about no shit like this. That's crazy. A good one. That's a good one. Man, that one right there. Man, she was coming to attack my baby. and I have to defend myself as a mother, as a new mother. Romika was coming to attack my baby in that back seat. I have to defend myself. That's a good one. Shit, I would have bought that. I would have bought that one. Shit. That's a good one. And somebody asks, why did the script says IKA? Because that's how it translated, how you pronounce. Whatever you pronounce, that's what the document's going to put, right? So it's just how they probably said Romika name. You know, it didn't come out the right spelling. But Inca is Romika. I told people that in the beginning. So
I wish you would stop it. You are really getting on my nerves with this bullshit. Okay? Don't growl at me. You don't growl at me. You don't do that. Who you growling at? You're going to get your little butt whipped. That's what's going to happen to you. You're going to get your little butt whipped.
So y'all, I cannot believe they doing this to Romika. This is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. And you know what? I never looked at it like that until last night I watched it, Gigi. Y'all, this is sad. This is sad. This is so sad.
I'm sorry, sis. I had a phone call.
That's okay. So, Auntie, they trying to say that Holly was going towards the back of the car towards a Holly baby, Romika.
She was going towards the back of her car?
Yes, but where the baby was at.
Okay, so make that make sense. Okay, so the gun was wait a minute.
They laughing at you, Auntie.
Already on top of the car, right?
Get it together.
Right, I'm like, you know what? Make this shit make sense. So the gun was already on top of the car, right? So Romika is out the car trying to go to get the baby. Holly leaves the gun on top of the car, running to the back of her car to try to get the baby.
So I don't know. Everything is kind of strange. Okay, so is they saying that Holly and Romika never fought, right? So now they're trying to say they never had a fight, right? It was words exchanged back and forth. He was trying to get Romika back in the car. So they're trying to say now Romika went toward the back door of the car where the baby was at. So if they trying to say now that's why Holly shot her?
You know what?
That's what it sounds like to me.
That's what it sounds like, but that don't make no sense. That don't make no sense at all because.
Come on, chat. What do y'all say?
But listen,
it's just not adding up at all. Like this lady that did this interview with this witness, she needed to be ashamed of herself because it seems like she believed everything that this ghost lady told her.
Right, and that's something's wrong with her. I can't give her no respect. I'm sorry, I can't respect it, and I'm not gonna respect it.
They're trying to say that Holly didn't retreat.
She what?
They're trying to say that Holly didn't retreat.
She didn't retreat.
That's what they're trying to say from Holly.
Okay, but where was Romika? Where was Romika found? By whose? By whose cars? Whose car? Her car.
Her car, and I think Holly's car.
Okay. So she wasn't like towards the back of Holly's car. It wasn't like she was towards the back of Holly's car where the baby was.
So they saying that the gun was on top of the car. It just means that they didn't see her get it out of the car like the Mexican lady actually seen her do. Ghosts can't.
What?
Lady, I don't know what to say no more.
Well, here's the thing. So she's saying it was already on top of the car. Either way, it makes.
Well, the other lady said it was in the car. The first
was in the car.
Yeah.
And she went. So either way, she had to go in the car to get it out the car. Even if she put it on top of the hood or wherever they ghosts say she put it, she had to go in the car to get it, right? It was in the car. So Miss Ghost, who saw everything with the drone, then she should know how it got on top of the car. Because everybody else don't know what they're talking about except her. She's the one that's got the real story. See, the other lady, she don't have it right. So Ghost got it right. So if Ghost got it right, then she should be able to tell how did it end up on top of the car and everything. How did it end up on top of the car? Where did she get it from? Since she want to tell this story. It's just not making sense.
Yeah, it's not making no sense to me. It's just not making sense.
And for her to even put out there that Mika was trying to go at her baby, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. Okay, I just can't.
Okay, Miss Frank, I got you, Miss Sunshine.
It just
so the lady, the first witness, she said she went to the car and got it out the car. The first Mexican lady. She said she seen the lady go to the car and get it out.
Right.
Okay. Now this lady's saying that the gun was on top of the hood of the car.
Mm-hmm.
So at what point did the ghost lady see her put it on top of the car, or the ghost lady just recognized it was already on top of the car, but
right.
don't know at what point it got there?
Right. And if she don't know what, because see, if she was there and the first witness wasn't, which is what she said, so it's like, so she was there, so then she should be able to tell how the gun ended up on top of the car. But she's not telling that. She's just saying This is where it was.
Because like I said, when you interview somebody, still certain things you should ask. She should have asked her, did you see her put it on top of the car?
Right.
Or did you just notice it was there? At what point did you notice it was there? At what point did she go retrieve the gun to go after Remika? What was exchanged? Was any words exchanged with them in the process of her going and get the weapon? Like, I feel like she still didn't ask the right questions neither.
She didn't. And I can remember, I don't know if it was the first witness who said it, but it was said that Carlos said she's getting ready to go get her. She's getting ready to go get her.
And that's another thing, Auntie. I'm glad you brought that up. Because the first witness said that Carlos tried to get her back in the car to stop them from spruiting with each other. Right. Carlos said, stop it. She got a pow-pow.
Right.
Now, that's what the first witness said.
And then they said that that Holly said, I'm getting ready to pow-pow this bitch.
Right. So at what point did the second witness see the pow-pow on top of the car?
Right. Right. Exactly.
Denise, I sent you something in your inbox last night, but you didn't respond. That's just my opinion. What did they say? Holly was really Holly. She had been on the phone with the police. She should have told the police when they came that it was an active pow-pow. Right, Latte. She didn't say nothing. She didn't say anything when the police got there. She stayed on her phone talking to whoever. Okay, like it was just nothing going on. She didn't tell the police, this is me.
Right. Exactly.
She didn't say nothing.
She didn't say anything about that. Now, come on, sis. Come on, niece. If somebody coming around trying to get your child, wouldn't you say that? Wouldn't that be wouldn't that be the first thing? This chick was trying to come. She was trying to come after my baby. Holly was on that damn phone, leaning back on the car like she was at the park talking. Okay.
Ain't nothing happened. And when everybody started going at her, if you can remember, that's when she screamed out and said, I'm licensed. I'm licensed to carry.
I'm licensed to carry.
Everybody was getting on her.
Right. I'm licensed to carry. You never heard nobody say nothing about Romika going to the back of the car trying to get at her baby. And that's why I say this is some bullshit.
The weapon should have never been loaded. Right on top of a car?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And
I'm going to go on mute for a minute. I'll be back. I'm going to be on mute.
Okay.
Okay.
And I cannot believe, y'all, this lady that interviewed her didn't ask her these questions. At one point, when did you see this gun on top of this car? Like, she didn't ask no question. She really believed this Casper lady. Y'all, let's listen to this shit again, because I cannot believe this shit worth a damn. And goddamn it, y'all. Y'all, I'm not laughing at the incident. I'm laughing because I can't believe this dumb bitch. Hey, Alexis. Hey, baby. She was back like she was making a doctor's appointment, shaking my fucking head. Yeah, she was leaning back. But the whole time, y'all, she was talking to her plug now. I'm telling y'all, she had that motherfucking number on speed dial. Okay? Carlos was not supposed to be around any weapons. Well, he was. Let's finish up with this right quick.
So I'm assuming this is a phone conversation, right? Press 2 of you agree that they were on the phone with Casper the Ghost. They had a phone conversation. And Casper the Ghost said, how did you guys even get my number? Ain't that weird? How you get my number? And then she just started talking. Man, if you got my number and I don't want you to have my number, you asking block. I ain't talking to you. Hell, I ain't talking to you. How you get my number? Oh, this is funny. This is funny. All right. So, man, let's get back. I guess I need to rewind it a little bit.
I got some screenshots from another.
All right. Got some screenshots. So they have screenshots. We'll put the damn screenshots up. I guess that's to continue to keep you hooked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely, Gigi.
Where is that screenshot at? I'm not sure where I'm at.
Source, and they corroborate this version right here. And they say that Holly's baby was in the backseat of her car.
Yeah, Miss Sunshine, I asked
for one of the windows. And so if that baby was in the back seat and she's going for the window, and keep in mind the restraining order protects Holly and her baby. I'm just trying to understand how we could go from a physical fight to a gun being drawn. But let me get back to the witness statement. The conversation went on for a few more minutes, and I did ask the witness, would they be willing to allow me to record their voice and skew their voice in the way we edit voices? Nobody could even tell if you're male or female. But the witness declined, and I have no choice but to respect that. The witness did say, I wish there was a way I could help him, but I really don't know what else to do because I don't really see what they could charge him for. I saw him try to smack her arm down. He looked so stressed out. That man looked lost. He looked dazed.
That motherfucker man won't
That's the crux of the conversation.
Dazed.
And this changes things. This changes the narrative on what guilt looks like. On the last video, we talked about what the possible charges could be. If the state decided to prosecute, would it be involuntary or voluntary manslaughter, first or second degree murder? Chicago doesn't really recognize third degree murder. If Ika did pull up and approach them at the 2200 block of South State Street, the school was not there. This was where Carlos was near. And by the way, their son was able to attend that school because they were able to use the father's address. Carlos did not know where Ika lived. Another fact is, Ika is said to have been in a relationship for a couple of years with a man whose name starts with an M.
Ooh!
Allegedly. So to reiterate, despite what we thought, there was a...
So how do you know that Ramika was in another relationship with a man named start with an M? How do you know that if you don't know Ramika or if you don't know Carlos? How do you know that? Where did you get that from? Where did you get that from? So if Ramika was in a new relationship, so that's probably a good reason, you know, why Ramika wanted to move on. You know, she tired of your shit. She got a new motherfucking man. She don't want your little fucking pimped out ass no motherfucking more. Okay? She changed her phone number, moved on. You still fucking with her, coming to a motherfucking job, chasing the girl down the motherfucking street, and all that bullshit. But where did this bitch here, Casper, know about the new boyfriend? Now, how did Casper know about the goddamn new boyfriend, y'all? If Casper don't know Carlos. Now, I need this motherfucking lady to do her due diligence right again the next time when she interview these people. Now, did you ask her who is M? Let's continue.
As a physical confrontation in the first video we made.
Ooh! Ooh! Ain't they telling a business, y'all? They said Ramika with another man, girl. Did you catch that, T? How she know all that?
That's what I'm fucking
How she know
saying.
all that? Press 7 if you heard. They said that Ramika was with another man, been with another man, starting with the letter M, girl.
How did this lady know that?
Girl. Who is that? Honey, they're giving us crumbs. They want us to look for Ramika new man. Now, who would know that? Carlos.
Thank
Carlos.
you. Thank you. Thank you. That's why I say, y'all, this witness knows Carlos. And that's why she don't want her voice aired out. I'm telling you. Y'all get it? Come on. She know Carlos. And she's trying to be on his side. And the second witness that this lady's supposed to be dropping, she know Carlos too. They both know Carlos. Carlos told these people to do this. Ain't this a shame? Lord, it's just more shit that's coming out every single day of my life. Hey, Auntie Lynn. In my opinion, I think instead of the people going back and forth with each other, everyone needs to put pressure on the Chicago Police Department. Well, I think everybody doing that anyway, Denise. But the thing is they going to still pick it up? You know what I'm saying? What they're going to do about it? They already fucking lied and said that it was cameras out there. Okay. And I said that almost 2 weeks ago that it wasn't no cameras out there. And I was absolutely right because the lady just came on Key's panel and confirmed what I always was thinking. That's why the police department don't want to talk to the mama. The mama kept calling them and calling them and calling them. And what happened? They wouldn't respond to the mother. And why they don't want to respond to the mother? Because there's no cameras for them to show the mother. They have nothing to show that mother. Nothing to tell that mother about her daughter. Now, what they need to do is start the protesting. You know, they can do that. But, you know, I don't know what this police department going to do. I'm just going to be honest. I don't know. None of us know.
Hey, Carlos, man, she look at the script, girl. What it say? Another fact. Okay, they out here talking about facts. They just facts, lie facts. I need to see the Carfax for these facts. Okay, I need to see the receipt Carfax for these motherfucking facts. Okay. Ramika is said to have been in a relationship for a couple of years with a man whose name starts with an M. Now, what the hell does that got to do with the ghost? You see what I'm saying? This is some bullshit right here, man. Oh, And they said the reason why Romika was able to get her son in that school because they was using Carlos' address. So they wanted to give him some credit. They paint Carlos as a savior. You know, he's the one that tried to prevent all this, but it was Romika. She was on demon time.
Right.
And she just had hate in her heart for Holly. And she was trying to attack Holly baby. And Holly had to defend herself and her baby, y'all.
Yes.
Ooh, that's what they're giving, honey. Ain't this some shit? Ain't this some shit? Can I get the likes up? You know what? Can y'all please get the likes up? Y'all gonna piss me off.
At this point,
I enjoy talking to y'all. I really do. But y'all gonna piss me off with these damn likes.
Y'all get my likes up too, goddamn. I'm like Gigi.
Let me see if I can
y'all
take it back a little bit.
A coffee, you can. For the new people that come in my chat, I'm gonna explain to y'all what the coffee link is about. The coffee link is to help donate towards my channel. You can buy how many coffees you want. They're $5 a coffee. So every time my mods drop the coffee link, that's what the coffee link is consists on, to donating towards my channel. You can just click on the link and it'll tell you what to do after that. That helps donate with my channel. For all the new people that's, subscribe to my channel that don't know what the coffee link is, consists of. I can't wait for people to start snitching. Exactly. She said the relationship was a new relationship and not the witness. Well, I don't think nobody like her too good, Denise, because I don't like that little thing. Okay? Because a lot of shit I think she should have asked this ghost Casper. She did not ask Casper. I think she didn't ask Casper. I think she should have asked Casper, at what time did she see that weapon on top of that car? At what point did she see that weapon on top of that car? At what point did she see Holly went and picked the weapon up, used the weapon? What was said before Holly went and got the weapon? And then another thing, because we know that this Casper lady, the ghost lady, we know that she's not maybe be related, but we know she have some type of ties to Carlos, I would say. Now, why don't she interview Carlos? Why she don't interview Carlos? That's the one she need to be interviewing. It's Carlos. See, Carlos don't want to get stuck with his words because he's a slow-ass fucking narcissist. So he don't want to get stuck in between the sheets with his words. Okay? So this lady that interviewed the ghost lady, I don't really like her like that. And I don't like what she did to Keys. Big Keys. Okay? We don't like what she did to him last night. People don't realize that whatever negative are posted and put out in the record, you got to get it back. Absolutely.
Them at the 2200 block of South State Street. The school was not there. This was where Carlos was near. And by the way,
so they wanted to let y'all know that this was not in a school zone. Did you catch that, T2? They said, listen, this was not in no school zone. Look at it. Look. If Romika did pull up and approach them at the 22 old block of South State Street, the school was not there. Okay, this was where Carlos was near. I guess where he stayed. Ooh. I wonder what Trina got to say about this. I wonder what that Travel Island got to say about this. I wonder what Tina got to say about this. Where Romika family at now? Shit, Romika family been trying to play quiet. They better start speaking up, hell.
Yeah.
They gonna sway people's opinion. They gonna swear people's opinion, honey. They gonna start asking for their donations back. They GoFundMe back, okay? if they believe this, they're gonna start asking for their money back, and so they better start speaking up and speaking out, okay? Because people are already believing this.
Well, I don't believe it.
Their son was able to attend that school because they were able to use the father's address. Carlos did not know where Ika lived.
Now, how did she know that?
Ika is said to have been in a relationship for a couple of years with a man whose name starts with an M, allegedly. So to reiterate, despite what we thought, there was a physical confrontation in the first video we...
Now, how did this lady know that, the baby used Carlos' address? Because the witness knows Carlos. And she told this lady that. Even though, what the fuck do that matter? Because Carlos is his father. So what did that matter? What are you trying to say? The girl was facing a fucking eviction before she passed away because due to you going over there vandalizing her fucking apartment. God damn.
We made about this case, I said that Ika made a U-turn to pull up to Carlos and Holly. Some reports say she might.
All right. So they also said that Romika made a U-turn to pull up. So that means that Romika was there last. Romika was not there first. Romika did not park. She didn't cross the street to her son's school to drop off no lunch or him, because that shit didn't make sense to me. But that she actually made a U-turn and pulled up on Holly and Carlos once she saw Holly on site, because she'd been wanting Holly. That's what they're saying. Let's go.
Needed to make that U-turn anyway, to get on the highway to go wherever she was going. A source tells me that Carlos was going to the gym. Mika's cousin also said that Carlos mentioned to her that he was going to the gym, so Ika would have known the whereabouts. This was a senseless killing.
Ooh, honey. Uh-oh. Trina came up here. Trina.
Hey, boo. How you doing today?
Girl, did you see this interview? Did you see the new Ghost Witness?
Girl, I've been watching, girl. Well, and just coming in from, because I went up to the courthouse, but I was out of town, and just for half of the day, in the dunes doing some off-road, and you know what I mean? Because it was 89 degrees today. I'm trying to get it in before the fall kick in.
All right. But what you think about this Ghost Witness, Ghost Casper? She pretty much is destroying and saying Carlos was a savior. He tried to de-escalate everything, and it was Romika that was the aggressor. And Holly was trying to save her baby from Romika. What you got to say about that?
Girl, that's some BS.
You don't believe it?
Let me tell you why I don't believe it. Because I was, I do believe that absolutely they use Carlos' address for the school because that's how Chicago is set up. You know what I'm saying? You go to the school district where you live.
Yeah, that's everywhere. That's here too.
It may be a charter school because, it's
right. I believe that too. But hold on, Trina. Let's get to these 3 points I want to get to. Okay. I want you to clear this up. And y'all hit that link at the top so you guys can come up here because I got a question. These are the 3 questions. I just want answers for these 3 questions.
Hold on, Joy. I got you. Give me 1 second.
The savior?
No.
Why wasn't Carlos the savior? They said that Carlos de-escalated everything. He was trying to save the day.
I agree with what you were saying the other night. If Carlos told Holly to go and motherfucking stand on,
let's not cuss Trina.
I'm not, and quack like a duck. You remember in Coming to America? Yeah, with Eddie Murphy and the girl was hopping on 1 foot and barking like a dog. That's Holly. That's Holly. And if he would have told her to go sit down, she would have went and sat down. Go get in your car and gone. Come meet me. You know what I mean? She would have been gone. And girl, they both in trouble because it's going to really be hard for him to explain that gun background and not supposed, you're not.
Okay. But so Trina, you don't have a clear answer for me.
Oh, if he better, no, he was not no savior. He's the same guy who beat on her. He the same guy who was looking for her on August 20th and trying to tell her boss something. He ain't got no job.
So why would Casper the Ghost lie like that? Casper Ghost said that she was there, Trina. She said she was there and he was trying to de-escalate. He was trying to break it up. He was trying to get Romika to get in the car to save the day so it won't have to be like this, Trina.
Girl, bye. That don't sound like nothing that we've been hearing before. Whoever this witness is, first of all, until you go to the police station and they document you as a witness, you ain't no witness out here saying anything on YouTube. You just a person talking.
Exactly.
Okay. Unless you walking in that police station as a legit witness, you lying. So people gonna come out with stuff to get the clicks and the views and get.
So that's what it's about. They over there trying to get clicks and views.
I said it.
But why would they say it about a lot? And you know, Romika is dead. Why would they do that on somebody that's dead that's trying to get justice? That don't seem right.
They don't feel like that's what they doing. Look, Gigi, let me tell you this. When the lady said she was going to
cracking me up,
do the interview, but she ain't gonna have no voice and all this, I said, oh no. I knew it as soon as she said that out of her mouth. I said, oh no.
Tell me this, Trina, why did it wait so long for Casper the Ghost to come out?
Girl, she had to think of a good storyline first.
Yep.
All right. Well, there's another one. So Casper the Ghost says that Holly was only trying to save herself and her baby. Now, Trina, oh my God, when she painted that story, listen, if I didn't know any better, I felt like, you know what? I understand Holly. Holly had her baby in the back seat. Casper the Ghost says that Romika was coming for the back seat, coming to attack her baby. And she had to defend herself. What do you say about that?
I say that's the dumbest shit in the world because I already...
Remember, Trina, don't cuss.
I'm sorry. That's the dumbest thing in the world because I seen the picture on Carlos' page of Carson and Lil Carlos together. I seen the picture. So she ain't got no problem with that girl baby. Ain't nobody finna do nothing to that girl baby. They'll lie. But what I can tell you this, it's enough cameras on that street, and we're gonna get to the bottom of this. Trust and believe.
Ooh, Trina, you better get to the bottom of this, girl, because the other team, honey, they already got their YouTubers and it's already stacked. I gotta see this. Now, Bless says, see, Gigi, this is why you mad. Am I mad? Because I'm smiling right now. Okay, you mad at ninjas for getting an actual credible witness and you interviewed the live Latinos. Gigi, you big mad. Hold on, Trina, let me talk. Now, I'm not mad at all, baby. First of all, I'm not going out here searching and calling people to interview and testify. You got me all twisted, baby, okay? I'm going out here asking for fucking interviews. Can't now hoe ever say that the messy sweet spot, was calling and knocking and trying to get people to do no interviews, baby.
I know that's right.
If anybody came up here to speak honestly, it's because they did it on their turn. I don't have to harass people for a damn interview, okay? And am I mad? Hell no, I could never be mad. Honey, I'm reacting to it. I'm not mad about it, shit. Okay, now people want to talk about it, and let's just talk about it. Hell,
that's right.
Is you mad because I'm just not going to believe any and everything? Hell, Bless Beyond. I tell you what, hit that link and bring that ass up here. How about that? Bless Beyond, come up here, hit that link and come up here. That's what you do. Okay, you got all that talk? For me, I want you to talk to me in my face. That's what I want. Okay. Come on, Bless Beyond. Where you at? Where you at? Make me know it. Yes, you are. Yesterday, you were singing with a different tune. That's why you picked up my comment. It bothered you. It didn't bother me. It called me out, and I wanted to clear the room with your ass. Okay, I wanted to use you as an example for anybody that think like you. I wanted to clear that shit up. Bless Beyond. But like I said, come up here, hit that link, Stop all that talking. Hit that damn link. Okay? Shit. Nobody got time for you. Hell. T, are you there?
Hey, Dreamy girl.
Yes, I'm here.
How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. Are you okay, T?
I'm doing good. I'm okay. I like the new witnesses statement because even when you lying, you like still are revealing details. So when they're saying that Romika and Carlos were engaged in conversation, or he was arguing with her, trying to put her back in the car, and then she's like, and then she looked over at Holly. Holly said something and she's not giving us what she said because she's like, she can't make out what's being said. So an argument is ensuing because Holly is not sitting over there just quiet. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm over here thinking, like, if I'm talking with my ex dude and I'm apparently in some kind of argument with him and you over here gassing it up, I got some gas for you too, though. Like, you're not getting off scot-free. If you want to get in it, you can get in it, and we can light it up too. So I think it was just an argument that went for bad, and it was still a setup at the end of the day. They just made it look really, really good. You know what I'm saying?
I believe that.
Holly had all her ducks in a row. She had her restraining order. They set her up. They knew what time she was going to be there, and they knew the buttons to push on Romika. I think that they just. Because even when the lady says that at the end, Holly didn't holler, "Oh, I'm so scared of you. I'm in fear for my life." Holly hollered, "I'm tired of you always fighting for this dude and coming up for people for this guy," or whatever she said. It wasn't, "I'm scared." It's, "I'm tired of you fighting about Carlos." She wasn't scared. She got how is the gun on top of the car in a school zone? She got the gun at some point out of the car. She had every intention the whole time, as soon as she saw Romika, to shoot Romika.
Yeah.
Bottom line, that was her whole intention. So no, at no point was she ever that scared of Romika. Her intention the whole time was to shoot her. All she needed for Romika to do was step in a position where it looks like she was defending herself.
Facts. This caller right here, on point.
All she needed was for her ducks to align, and unfortunately, Romika did that. You know what I'm saying? They manipulated the situation to where her ducks lined up perfectly. And then at the end, they're saying, "Oh, Carlos is out there. He's trying to manage the situation. He's putting Holly's hands down, but he's also over here trying to manage Romika." You're not managing two chicks that's trying to fight. You can't keep putting her hands down and managing Holly and managing Romika if Romika is a scrapper. Romika is gonna throw hands. It's just, that's not happening. And if Holly's got her hands going up, you're not going to keep two women from fighting. As a dude, you have to put one in the car or tell Holly to get in the car. If Holly never got in the car, even though she said she was scared, she was never scared. She had no fear. What she was doing was waiting for her opportunity.
There you go.
That's
Absolutely.
It. Because at any point, she could have gotten in her car and she could have driven away, because there was no she was not blocked in, right? There's enough space for her to exit. So, that's just what I see when you look at the video. So Holly was never in fear for her life. Not like that. There was no fear there. And so then when he goes and everybody's talking about he was just in shock, and then he gives her a fist bump. That blows me. Like, how are you going to fist bump somebody and they just shot somebody 3 times? You got to make that make sense for me.
What y'all think about this caller?
That doesn't make sense.
I think she's on point.
Yes. Let me tell you something. I don't think Holly was scared. Do y'all think Holly was scared? Press 1 if you think Holly was scared. Press 2 if that hoe wasn't scared. Hell no.
That hoe wasn't scared. She knew what she was doing.
I'm scary. Soon as Romika would have rolled her ass up there, I would have rolled my ass in that damn car, locked my doors, and I'm out.
Gotcha.
I have the camera out, and I'll be recording that bitch and why she acting crazy. And I'm gonna say I'm taking this to the damn cops. Your ass going to jail, hoe. And I'll be trying to get out. And now if she start banging on my window, I'm gonna show her my motherfucking gun. And you come and you break my window, I'm gonna break your ass, Romika. And that's how I would have did that. That's somebody that don't want no conflict. But it's clear as day. They said she stayed there and she had the gun on top of the car, meaning that she wanted to smoke somebody. You don't have your gun loaded on top of the car if you don't plan on using that. She planned on using it. So they just showed that, hell yeah, she wanted to kill somebody. But you know what, T? She said it on her post. She wanted to kill MFers. Didn't she say that?
Yeah, she did.
That's what she said.
I remember that post.
That came out her mouth, right?
Yep. Remember that post on her.
Do that sound like somebody that's scared?
That don't sound like anybody scared to me.
That sound like somebody that's ready to kill somebody, right?
Yep, that's what it sounds like.
All
and she wanted to show people that she was about that business. So she let them know. But all right, I'm gonna step down.
Well, you don't have to step down. What other question I gotta ask you? What do you think about the baby? The Casper the Ghost Witness said, "Oh my God." Holly felt that Romika was coming at the back seat, coming towards her baby. You know, when they said that, girl, if I didn't know no better, I would feel for Holly. Like she's coming at
it helps her story. Yeah, it helps her story. Because this is what I really think about Holly, and I'm gonna give my honest opinion. When you are setting someone up to kill them, like you are a master narcissist and you plan everything. Woo! And what's more appealing than a mother with a baby who she's trying to protect? Nothing.
Yeah, that's very appealing. That gets me.
And Carlos is apparently he's been beating on Romika and all those things. She over there gassing him up like we can just get rid of her. She's a problem for you. She's causing all of these issues in your life. You know, like
you were just beating her last week at the school, right?
Right. So why is he in the middle of the street? They're saying he's on his way to go work out. You not stopping for your baby mama if she always.
I love this witness right here.
She always coming for me. She's always a problem. You're not stopping in the middle of the street for a problem. You going to go work out and you leaving her alone. And in my opinion, if he's always stalking me and I see him right there, I am never. If it's me, and Romika has said I'm done being scared. I'm stopping. I'm gonna confront you.
Hold on, T. Let me, girl. So you mean to tell me? Tell me this, T. Did Carlos know the way Romika was going to work after to drop the baby off? Do she take a certain route?
Yes, women generally take a certain
route.
Yes.
Hold up. Press 7 if Romika take a certain route. And Carlos knew exactly the route that she would be in. So he knew exactly where to post. Everything. Because he's been trying to come at her. He's been consistent coming to her job, coming to the baby school. He wants her damn attention no matter what. So, man.
And see, there's another thing that Holly has said. Holly has said, when does your baby daddy get over his baby mama and stop loving her? Holly has been wanting this word. She been wanting to get Romika out of the picture.
Yeah.
She wanted her to stop loving that man. He was never gonna stop loving her, and she figured that out. How are you gonna get Romika out of the picture? The only way to get her out the picture is to kill her. That's it.
Whoa.
Yep, you know how these some of these girls think.
She told her how it is, y'all.
They consume themselves with men like Carlos. So,
but I was trying to say a lot of this stuff, y'all, without saying it. It is unfortunate.
I was trying to say a lot of this stuff, y'all, without saying it, what narcissists will do. But she said it plain and clear for y'all to hear. But I was just putting in other words. But she just laid it out. She laid it out. Period. That's what they'll do to you. They will get rid of you. They will do that.
I feel for Romika. I feel for Romika's family, right? But sometimes you just got to give somebody their props when they plan something and it it goes totally to plan, you gotta give them they one too, because that's really hard to do, to plan something down to the T and to get witnesses coming forward for you like that. Like, you did your big one on that one. She has done her big one.
Yeah, but the witness
I don't
ain't
know how you
credible
do
though.
it.
We gotta make the witness ain't credible, and the witness came out a month later, and then
the witness is not credible, and especially when you got cameras. But I think the cameras, because they got Romika so fired up and they knew the button suppress, if the cameras don't have audio and they don't see the real engagement, it's gonna look like whatever they say. And the Hispanic girl has already said she didn't want to testify. So right now they only have Carlos's statement, and then if these other people go and put statements in, they're only going to have the statements that are pro Holly and Carlos.
But
so
you gotta
like
prove that you a real witness versus you just saying you're a witness. How can they gonna have to prove that, right? Like
you can just say you were there.
Really? And they just gonna believe anybody? So I can go down there and say I was a witness.
Well, what they're gonna do is, this witness said that they called in, right? And that they spoke with an officer on the corner at some point during that altercation. So that will be proof that they were there.
If they did that, but I doubt if they did it. I don't believe they asked. Do you believe them? Do you believe they talked to the cops? When did they have
no,
time?
I'm having a hard time. Right. I'm having a hard time with it because they said the altercation was
or after, because they said they came back and forth. Remember,
right.
they said
they said the altercation only. Yeah, they said the altercation only lasted 2 or 3 minutes. The whole altercation. So if the whole altercation only lasted 2 or 3 minutes, and as soon as she pulled her gun, you pulled off. How did you have time to talk to the cops? Talking to the cops is not 2 or 3 minutes. You must have just said hey to the cops. So I really don't know. It just
that don't make sense at all.
Right.
And tell me what's the officer name and what did you tell the cop?
Right, because then the officer, when you told them that there was an altercation taking place with a weapon, that officer should have been right over there, like ASAP. And we know that didn't happen because you had to call the police. So I don't know. That part just didn't sound right at all.
So another thing, when they pulled off, because they saw the gun, you didn't hear them shots?
All right, Karen.
Right. About them goddamn shot. I'm telling you, when a gun is pulled, I'm ducking. I'm not about to pull off to get shot at my
motherfucking head. Once I see a gun, I'm gone. I'm out. I ain't coming back.
Ducking, okay? God damn it. They said they pulled off. Your ass gonna get pulled off to get popped.
For real, right?
I don't even want y'all to notice me, hell.
Right.
And this is early in the morning too. So
yep. And everybody keeps playing the narrative about whether it was in a school zone or whether it was at the school. That part does not matter. If you are within the school zone, you are still in trouble. It doesn't matter if you were on the campus or you were inside of the school zone. If you are anywhere within that school zone, the crime is the same. So I think we got to get over that part. It's already well established. It's within the school zone. You in trouble. And this witness doesn't even really help you because you had the gun out on top of your car in the school zone.
Right, exactly.
Why would she have a gun on top of her car? Loaded.
Fully loaded.
With her baby in the car.
With her baby in the car. But
you know why? Because she was ready to set up. She was ready to set up, right? I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense. Okay, you got Carlos here. Carlos know, okay, Romika is coming down this way. She come down this way every time she go to work. She gonna bust that Yui. Had a gun on top of the car already. Okay, so when she come, I'm gonna flag her ass down. We gonna get into it. She gonna come at you. You talk your shit. She gonna come at you, and then just get the gun from the top of the hood and just kill her ass in self-defense.
Woo!
Right.
No,
why else would you have the gun on top of the car? Because you planned it.
You planned it.
And Romika has never, like in all of the videos we have and all of that stuff and on the thing, the only time Romika has gone after Holly is when Holly is talking hot trash. But if you talk trash, then you need to catch one. And even with the witness that is on this thing, she says she looked Holly's way and then words were exchanged. She didn't go after Holly until words were exchanged. So Romika was not the aggressor on Holly on this one, even now. So we have to understand that Romika's situation, Romika has been very targeted about her anger. She's not just unleashing it on everybody the way it's being portrayed. And even this witness is saying that if you're paying attention. What the witness said was she was talking with Carlos, and then she looked over at Holly's direction. Words were exchanged.
Okay. The only thing that made Romika the aggressor is Carlos. And after her death, that lets you know how evil Carlos is. He's not a peacemaker.
No.
Didn't I say that, y'all? Didn't I been saying that? Carlos was the one that made Romika look bad after her death because of the videos he put out of her, the videos he was taking on her before she passed away, the text messages, everything. He did this to her. He did this, but he wants to sit back and have everybody thinking he's grieving, he's hurting, he's this, he's that. Carlos was the one that did this. Okay? The narcissist did this. He knew what he was doing. He knew exactly what he was doing. Okay?
Oh, not at all.
When we first heard the story, the news broke it down. A mother got gunned down in front of her kid's school right when she dropped her kid off, right? And everybody felt for the mother. And she had the note. Everybody felt for her. No,
Sunshine. The Mexican lady, she never said the gun was on top of the car. That's not what the Mexican lady said. The Mexican lady said that Carlos said she got a gun. When Carlos said that, that's when Holly went to the car to retrieve the gun. But the Mexican lady never said it was on top of that car. Now, if anybody in this chat heard that Mexican lady say that, let me know. Because I never heard that Mexican lady say that.
Nobody saw Romika as no aggressor or nothing like that until until Carlos had his friend put out those videos of Romika being aggressive.
The same thing, Karen.
We ain't know shit. We ain't know shit about Romika anger or nothing like that. But it was Carlos, and that let you know the dog ass man, she already dead. And you want to paint her as the aggressor because ain't nobody talking good about you? Come on now.
And Shay, that is right. You know, I think that's why nothing ain't being done because nobody don't want to come forward. Was this Casper lady? She don't need to come forward at all because she's just a bitch and she's a habitual fucking liar. I don't believe anything she says or saying. Okay, period. I just don't. I believe she knows Carlos. Okay, and I'll be the second witness that this lady gonna drop. I believe she knows Carlos as well. Okay, but I never heard the gun was on top of the car. I never heard of that. And yep, he did tell her that.
I feel like we all should still understand where she's coming from because when you've been in a situation where somebody is just dogging you bad like that and treating you bad, you gonna have like whiplash. You gonna have that moment where you just snap and you going after him. And in the video, she's never ever just saying anything really horrible to him. She's always consistently calling him a liar and saying, you lying about this, you lying about that, you treating me bad. Why are you doing this? Why are you telling people my business? that's what she's saying to him 9 times out of 10 in the video. So I didn't really see anything bad. I saw a relationship.
Right. And I agree with her. You know, she was to a point to no return. You know, he was telling her business. We know that because Holly put all the girl business out here. So we know he was telling her business. We know that. Remika got tired of the lying. She said in every video, why you keep lying? Why you keep lying? Okay? The girl was fed up. She was fed up with his lies. And I told y'all before, and I'm going to say it again. Holly hated Remika because of Carlos. He was feeding that lady so much hate towards this woman. This lady, blood was boiling. Okay? She needed a way to get Remika the fuck out of here. Okay? Because every time Carlos would tell this lady something about Remika, it was just boiling her blood more and more and more, meaning spurring more hate. That's what he was doing. He was making Holly hate her until Holly became bitter and angry. But she couldn't show Carlos that. But in her heart, she hated Remika. She couldn't stand her with a passion. And Carlos did it all. But ain't nobody going to look at it the way I cover my story. Everybody's not going to cover their story like mine. Everybody covering their story because of just what happened that day. I'm not covering about what just happened that day. Okay? Because we need to know more about Carlos. We need to know about his family history, about his mom and his dad. What kind of mama he had? What kind of daddy he had? What kind of siblings did he have? Did his mother raise him? Did his father raise him? Did he see his father beat the fuck out of his mother all the time? Okay? That's what we need to know about Carlos. We need some background on him. Was his father the type of man that stayed in and out of jail? That wasn't in their life? Was the father a narcissist? Was the mother a narcissist? What happened? What happened? Because Carlos took somebody's traits. It was the mother of the fathers. He took somebody's traits. And so did Holly. Holly took her mother traits or the father traits. Okay? Holly took somebody's traits. We need some background on her also. Okay? Because it's a reason why that they trauma bonded together. Okay? And it is a reason why also that Remika bonded with him. That it's something they have in common that we don't know? Absolutely. But we don't know what it is. But we do know that Remika came from a loving family. We do know that part. But we don't know that part about Holly and Carlos. Okay? So let's continue. Let's see here. Exactly. She was a firecracker. And so what? That man was carrying her through, taking her through a lot. Absolutely. Hey, hello, Miss D. Hey, Auntie. Okay, you can watch the replay, Auntie. Carlos has female tendencies. Absolutely. I'm getting ready to go back to work. I wanted to hit the like button. Thank you so much, baby. Appreciated you. I think Carlos would have presented this. Yes, there is a deeper drive needs to be looked at. Yeah, because if something went wrong in Carlos' life for him to be abusive like that. And another thing, y'all, let's look at it like this. Do we know what the other baby mamas went through? No. Have they spoke out? No. Did they leave Carlos because of the same thing he was doing to Ramika, beating her? We don't know that. So a lot of things that we need to know about him. The other baby mamas might not ever come out and speak. Was the other kids older? I would think so. They may be older than Ramika's son. And they probably moved on. The other baby mamas probably knew in relationship. They probably even married. They probably don't even give a fuck about Carlos. Okay? But do I think he did the other baby mothers like that, manipulate them, gaslight them, and all that type of shit? Yes. This did not start off with just Ramika. Okay? All this abusive and all that beating and all that stuff, this did not start off with just her. No way. It did not. It did not. Hey, Miss D. Hey, baby. How you doing? How are you? You got a good point, D. Thank you. Thank you. My brother dated a female who had, my brother dated a female who had my brother not liking her ex because of all the lies that had told. My brother found out that she was sleeping with the ex-brother. And G-Ham, and yes, he could have, but we don't know about that. So it's a lot of things that we do need to know about Carlos. A lot of things that we need to know, because this shouldn't just start with Ramika. He just ain't find Ramika and start beating on her. I believe he was beating on all goddamn it the kids' baby mamas. He probably ain't just start beating on Holly ass yet. Because see, he was plotting with Holly to get Ramika out of here. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why he ain't beat Holly ass. But we need to find out a little something about little narcissistic ass Carlos. Let's continue.
Drama playing out. And women, whenever y'all get into it, because I don't do that with men. I cut them off and I don't talk to them ever again. But whenever women get into it with men, they always go for broke with men. You know what I'm saying? They yell at them, scream at them. And men really don't care. They laugh at all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they think it's funny and eat it up. You know?
They be so nonchalant, girl.
Yeah. So I think that's what that was. And what the sad part is always because you love that person, right? And you want them to be better, and you're telling them how to love you and how to treat you, and what you're really communicating is how much you would stay if they would just treat you better in that moment. Like, if you would quit lying to me, I would be right here with you and we could just rock it out. If you would quit telling this girl my business, we could still be together. That's.
And 777, you is right. You know, maybe that could be an issue with her too. You know what I'm saying? Maybe maybe she was abused. You know what I'm saying? She could have been abused by her dad, and maybe she thought abuse was okay. You know what I'm saying? That could have been an issue with Ramika. We don't know that. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, when she met Carlos, you know, she thought, you know, that was love, and that maybe that's why she stuck with him so long. Because it had to be something to keep her connected to him as long as she was connected to him. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to say. Let's see here. You have so many men jealous of women. Absolutely. And that's another thing. He was definitely jealous of her. Come on, the girl had it going on. We can see that. The girl had it going on. We can definitely see that. Okay? We definitely can see that. Beautiful. She never looked out of place. Never. Hair, nails, pocketbooks was on point. Shoes was on point. We know she took care of her son. I mean, yeah. And Carlos wasn't the only one jealous. Holly was jealous too. That's why Holly wanted her out of here. Holly was tired.
That's all she was communicating, and he wasn't hearing it. Like, men are just, I don't know, they're idiots. I just don't understand that part, but I'm not here for that part. But he couldn't understand, and she was trying to communicate it as loudly as she wasn't being heard. And that's what happens when you feel like you're not being heard. You get louder and louder and louder, you know.
That's so
and
true.
I think that's all we were seeing. And people who are emotionally unintelligent won't understand what's happening in that dynamic, and especially when you don't know what abuse looks like, right? So I don't really care about what
and she is absolutely right, because I was there. When I feel like I wasn't being heard, I would get louder and louder and louder and louder. She is absolutely right. And that's in any situation. That's in any situation. You will feel like that. You feel like you know no one understand what you're saying. No one want to hear you. Everybody kicking you to the curb. Everybody only believe in one person. And that was fucking the narcissist man, Carlos. You know? And she felt like I'm not being heard. Well, this is the way I'm going to react. But no one is not looking at it from that standpoint.
What everybody's saying about her being an aggressor, because when you've seen it, you know what it looks like, and you know what's happening in that situation. And so I don't see an aggressor, because you never see the full argument anyway. You never see what he's done to her. So I can never call her the aggressor, because we don't know. But what I do know is, if I flipped around and made my U after dropping my son off or dropping his lunch off, and you meet me here and you've been stalking me, I have words for you, especially after I've said I'm done being scared. And when I turn around and I see the girl who put a restraining order on me that I have never in my life seen in person, and she says something to me, I got words for her too. So, you know, I think it was just unfortunate that Holly just had planned this out, and she had everything set up perfectly. And so I feel personally, because she planned it so well, it's a possibility that she could get off. But I do think it was a setup.
Facts.
All right.
Facts.
Thank you so much, T.
Everything this caller said was on point.
Right. That was T, y'all. So if you guys have something to say about this, hit that link. Come on up. We want to hear from you. Someone said they wanted me to replay that video without interrupting. Is that what you guys want? Press 2 if you guys want me to replay the Casper the Ghost audio without interrupting. So I'm just going to play it straight through, and I'm going to put the text up, and you guys just listen. All right. Original Bay want me to do it. Press 2 if y'all want me to do it. Press 5. You don't want to hear that thing again. Okay. So 2, I missed it. What they may have. Okay. So we got 2. All right. All right. So that's what they want. So let's put this up here. And did you guys like me putting the text up here? Press 15 if you like me putting the actual text up here. Now I'm going to tell you guys again. In the text, how it got it. The IKA, that is Romika. Okay? So just know that's code for Romika. Please put in the comment section, IKA, that's code for Romika. Okay? All right. Yeah. So put that in the comment section, y'all.
Okay.
All right, so let's take it to the top where it all started at. About to get my audio ready. Please put in the comment section so people know.
You can come up if you want to.
It's code for Romika. Put that in the comment section, okay? I need to see y'all type that. Okay? Type it, hell. Type it, so I know that you comprehend. IKA is code for Romika. Y'all still ain't typed that. Yeah. Thank you, Buttercup. Come on, type that. I need y'all to type. I need more than one person to type IKA. That's code for Romika. Okay? Because when the computer got it, how she pronounced Romika name, they put it as IKA based on how she pronounced it. Okay. So let's go. Let's take it from the top.
They're making the guy look as...
All right. All right. We already at the top. Okay. Let's go.
They're making the guy look as not true. Whew. He was trying to de-escalate. Also, the Mexican woman and her boyfriend were not out there when it first started. I said, okay, when did you arrive on the scene? At what point? During the interaction, I did have to redact this part because it has identifying details, but this witness was in the area. The witness says that they saw all of the cars on the scene that were there and that they had made the left and went back up the street, took care of a personal matter, and within about 2 minutes, by the time the witness got back to the corner that they started at, where they initially saw the beginning of an incident, they say they saw all of them in the street. I said, did it look like a physical fight between two people, two women, or who was fighting? I did not see a physical fight at that moment. It was more him trying to get Ika back in her car, and she wouldn't go. She turned around and said something to that girl and came at her. That girl pulled the gun out. Ika was still coming at her. When I seen the gun, I pulled off because that's how close I was. I said, I don't blame you for pulling off. The witness says the Mexican lady is lying. I called the police. I was going to keep going, but something told me to go back because I wanted to tell them. It's not like that. By the time I came back, Ika was on the floor. There were more people outside, and it wasn't even a 3-minute stretch. I don't know where all those people came from. They weren't even there before. I said, well, they probably heard or saw an altercation and came back around. Then the witness says, the Mexican woman says in the video that she got off the 21 bus. There is a bus stop closer there, but it's on the other corner. And I know people are saying that those two people set Rika up, but that's not what it looked like at all. I said, that's not what you witnessed. And then I did ask about the witness that we heard in the video that was with her boyfriend or her man friend. I wanted to see what you thought about this from a man. And that witness went on to do an interview on another platform.
Hold on, y'all. I want to see what you felt about this from a man perspective. That's why I asked what you still in the chat.
Last week, I believe. So I said, there's a person who claimed that they got off the 21 bus from your vantage point. Was that possible? You also said the Spanish-speaking person might not be telling the whole truth. The witness says, I don't think so, and especially about that headlock situation. What I can make out is some licks were passed and he grabbed Ika, but not holding her down. For that woman, it was not like that at all. He grabbed her and the other woman did what she did. She shot her. They were not tag teaming her at all. I kept seeing him trying to push Ika to get back in her car. He said, get the F back in your car. She would wiggle away from him and then charge at the other woman again. So I said they weren't jumping her, who appeared to be the most aggressive person on the scene. She said, Ika. The young lady took the pistol out. Did you see her approach Ika with a gun, or was she just standing there? The witness says she did not approach Ika at all. She never stepped away from her car. So I said, so she was by her car, the witness says, and she did not go inside her car. The gun was on top of her car, so I said, the gun was already on top of the car. Then are you saying that she grabbed it and Ika was coming toward her and she fired a shot? The witness says once she upped that gun, I pulled off. Anything after that, I don't know. So then I said, so you saw her take the gun from the top of the car? The witness says yes. I asked, was the car door open? The witness says one of their car doors were open. All the cars were parked. Both female drivers' doors were open. I said, where was Carlos when Ika was approaching? Holly, the witness says in the middle, trying to break it up. Ika kept breaking from him, like I said, and started running to the girl. The girl pulled the gun. He instantly went to, Holly was pushing her arm down, like putting her hands down on her forearm. So he tried to stop it. The witness says, and Ika was still coming, and I pulled off. I got out of there. The witness says, yeah, and he grabbed her, and that's exactly how it happened. What I did witness was that man trying to just de-escalate. That's the honest truth. Then I said, as for his emotions, he seemed shocked. Most of us don't know what we do in that situation. And the witness said, exactly, and he would kept telling the crowd to get back. He was just standing around walking in circles, dazed, and a lot of the bystanders were really loud, and it was a lot happening, and he probably thought that they would attack Holly. And then I had to ask about the Latino or Spanish couple of the people with the Spanish accents again. I said, from the video, I saw a man walking around and a girl that was angry or loud with a Spanish accent. Those two were the loudest and most recognizable voices in the video. And the witness says, yeah, I think they might have been a couple, or they were at least together or something. The witness really went on to be regretful and lament about how they couldn't show up and do an interview because they see the online discourse that's happening. And they wanted to clear it up and tell people what they saw. Now, this really flips the narrative and it dehumanizes one person and makes the other look like the aggressor. In the next portion of the conversation, I let the witness know that I did request a 911 tapes. And since they were one of the people that called the 911, then myself and probably other outlets would be playing the tapes. And the witness says if that's the case, and that's fine. I just don't want to do any interviews with my voice right now. I did call the police because nobody else was trying to. If the video comes out or if you put it out, you'll hear exactly what I told the police on the phone. And if there's video around, you can see my car in the area. I was there. I asked the witness, has Chicago PD called them? And they said, yeah, the day that the lady was getting released. They wanted me to come in and I told them, no, leave me alone. I don't want to be put in there and end up on the stand. I don't even know how you got my number. I didn't even know that once you called the police, they could get your phone number. I just didn't think that far about all of this. And I told the witness, that's why a lot of people don't come forward. They don't want their voice, their likeness, their license plate and address out there. The witness says, hey, people are going to be really mad at me. The witness also said they didn't want their voice out there because they see what's happening online and the people that are getting demonized in this case, and they don't want to be attacked because what they're saying that they saw does not fit the narrative of who people want to portray the deceased to be. I firmly believe you can be a very loving, doubting mother and still be a scrapper out there in the street. You can fall over your child and still want to fight your baby daddy's other baby mama. You are allowed duality. And that's one thing that's really difficult. That's going to be really difficult to accept in this case, especially as details are unfolding. And let me just go ahead and tell y'all this. I've been sent. While I'm validating that second eyewitness almost repeats this verbatim. The witness just says, I wish a gun was never pulled. They could have just fought like they were doing, and they could have both been in bed with their babies, but nobody was really right there when it first started, and I didn't record it. I was just being nosy and looking. The witness goes on to say, if folks were there from before, then there would be video of that whole little thing before the shooting. But there's not one single video before the altercation. Not one. So then I asked, from the time you saw them getting physical until you pulled back around, how long was that? The witness says it couldn't have been any more than about 2 minutes. The witness goes on to say, I had pulled over to talk to the police. Then I was going to keep going to the grocery store like I was on my way to do something. Told me to go back because I wanted to tell them what I saw. I wish I would have said something then, but that gun, the witness voice cracks. It was so fast. Once I seen the gun, I left. Honestly, I'm glad I left. I don't ever want to see somebody's life ending, even though I seen her out there. That's still in my head. I think about that woman every single day, all of them.
Me too, Auntie.
I wish it was another way.
I really do.
And I asked the witness, could they hear any words? Could they make out what any one of them were saying? And the witness says, one thing that Holly did say out there was, you keep fucking with everybody about this. You keep fucking with everybody. She said that. And also I've been seeing Carlos or somebody put up videos of Ika being aggressive outside of Disney. And I said, yeah, I saw those. And the witness said, yeah, is that what you saw that day? Like in those videos, the witness says, I did. His body was in front of hers and she was in her car door. Her car door was open and she was standing up. I really couldn't hear what
You
Carlos
would
was
never
saying
know. He
because
might
she was
be
the one
one.
yapping. That's an interesting use of words. So I said, what was she saying to him? I really can't remember, but she was the one talking. I said, was she yelling or talking like you and I, more high-pitched, but not super loud with profanity? That's why I stopped my car. Initially, she was standing in her driver door, but he just couldn't pull where he couldn't just pull her in the car and make her sit down. She stood in it so he couldn't push her in the car. She said something, then turned to Holly. Then Holly said something. Then Ramika turned to the side, ran around Carlos and started going toward Holly, and she asked her what. And I had to take this part out to redact it. What something was. She went at her. The other woman literally turned around, grabbed the gun off the top of her car outside, and I pulled off. She was still going at her. While he was breaking it up, Holly said, I'm tired of you fucking with everybody about this. That's all I could make out. That was said. I really can't even remember anything else after that. I just thought it was a regular fight. So I asked, so when Ramika was standing in her car door and talking, was Carlos across from her? Because at this point, I'm trying to get a good gauge of where. Everybody was the witness says no. He was literally at her car door trying to get her back in the car. I said, and Holly, the witness, says Holly wasn't nowhere from her car. She was standing in her car with the driver door open with her back to the car. She didn't appear aggressive to me until the woman started coming at her, and it started to dawn on me. This is probably why the police didn't prosecute, and also they know way more than we know. This is speculative, but I'm willing to bet that Holly and Carlos were probably able to show previous conversations where they were being threatened, and Holly felt valid in her fear against Ika. And just to add another point, I got some screenshots from another source, and they corroborate this version right here. And they say that Holly's baby was in the backseat of her car, and Ika was going for one of the windows. And so if that baby was in the backseat, and she's going for the window, and keep in mind the restraining order protects Holly and her baby. I'm just trying to understand how we could go from a physical fight to a gun being drawn. But let me get back to the witness statement. The conversation went on for a few more minutes, and I did ask the witness, would they be willing to allow me to record their voice and skew their voice in the way we edit voices? Nobody could even tell if you're male or female. But the witness declined, and I have no choice but to respect that. The witness did say, I wish there was a way I could help him, but I really don't know what else to do because I don't really see what they could charge him for. I saw him try to smack her arm down. He looked so stressed out. That man looked lost. He looked dazed. That's the crux of the conversation. And this changes things. This changes the narrative on what guilt looks like. On the last video, we talked about what the possible charges could be. If the state decided to prosecute, would it be involuntary or voluntary manslaughter, first or second degree murder? Chicago doesn't really recognize third degree murder. If Ika did pull up and approach them at the 2200 block of South State Street, the school was not there. This was where Carlos was near. And by the way, their son was able to attend that school because they were able to use the father's address. Carlos did not know where Ika lived. Another fact is, Ika is said to have been in a relationship for a couple of years with a man whose name starts with an M, allegedly. So to reiterate, despite what we thought, there was a physical confrontation in the first video we made about this case. I said that Ika made a U-turn to pull up to Carlos and Holly. Some reports say she might have needed to make that U-turn anyway, to get on the highway to go wherever she was going. A source tells me that Carlos was going to the gym. Mika's cousin also said that Carlos mentioned to her that he was going to the gym, so Ika would have known the whereabouts. This was a senseless killing.
All right, that's what we got. So, how you doing? What are your thoughts about this?
Okay. Martisa, you talking to me?
Martisa, you on, Martisa?
Hi. So, my thoughts about this is that witness not only is a liar, and I don't really want to say a liar, but the witness is trying to tell us her vantage of what happened, and also tell us the vantage point of the other witness, what they believe to happen.
Right.
If you guys go back to, there's a couple of movies that came out. I believe one of them was called Vantage Point. When you bring witnesses together in any type of case, 9 times out of 10, they're all going to have a different view of what happened.
That's right.
So no one can say the other one is a liar. You know what I mean? Because the girl, and also the witness that is speaking right now, the one who we just went through, and I looked at it this morning with Naja, this witness was in a car. Think about driving when you're driving down the freeway, and it's crowded as hell. And the reason why it's crowded, excuse the hell, the reason why it's crowded is because somewhere ahead of you there's an accident. When you pass that accident, you're only going to see a little bit of the accident, or if you see any at all, because you still have to continue moving forward. And all this happened in a very short period of time. So how was it that she could ride by, hear a couple of things, go around, come back, and then all of a sudden she's Mika's on the ground, but also hear what or get some understanding of what the other witness, the witness and her boyfriend are saying, or what they see, and determine if whether or not they were telling a lie from their vantage point. I hope that makes sense. Also, I don't remember if you guys remember, about a week ago, Carlos, I believe, was talking to Ramika's cousin, and there was a something about a it was a
exactly open book. Me too.
Are you there? All right. I think she cut off. Okay, you back on. Go ahead.
Yeah, my text. So there was a text, and I believe it was around the same day. And the cousin was asking Carlos how long he had been there, apparently to the school or to the gym or wherever it was he was supposed to go to. He said, I'll be there. He said he had been there since 8:30, but in the text, it said 9:20. All this time, when you go back to I think it was maybe the security guard in the school or something like that, he said the time frame was approximately just a few minutes after she left out. He heard something. He thought it was a kid that got hit. All this stuff happened in this short period of time with all these different witnesses and all their different vantage points has to come together in order to bring what truly happened. And I believe also, okay, so when Ramika was making the U-turn, or however it was that she was trying to get there, I think her and Carlos may have had a meeting between the two. And if her and Carlos had to talk about whatever they had to talk about, she didn't expect Q Holly to be there. And Q Holly jumped into the argument with Ramika and Carlos. And that's how they got into it. Either way, this all happened in a very short period of time with this young woman dropping her son off to school. And once you get the witness statements, including the man at the school, the woman who said she was driving by while this was all going on, and the people who were getting off the bus, that is going to determine some very different
Callie Love, that's
for this case. And
that's what we're trying to figure out.
If the gun was on top of your car, you violated your own CC, whatever that thing is. She's violated that, because that thing is supposed to be hidden somewhere. It's not supposed to be like in.
Oh yeah, she makes a lot of sense.
And if the lady who was the new witness said, "Oh, I'm driving by and it was on top of the car," that's already a problem.
Talking about they thought it was just a normal damn fight. How you think it was a normal fight with a gun on top of a car? You know, ain't nothing normal about that.
Exactly.
Absolutely not. And I've seen plenty fights in my life. I'm from Detroit, just like you.
She just needs to give her statement.
Very seldom women are so pissed off that they're going to bring a gun. They're going to do some.
I appreciate that.
Fight and do whatever it is that they do, but it's very, very seldom that women get so dang on pissed off that they want to harm somebody till the death do them till death. That's very seldom. So it's something evil.
Okay, your phone dropped off, baby.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay.
That's my time. It's something evil about the spirit of Q Holly, because if we go through all of the text messages, and you go through all the different things that was going on between these three individuals, she always was trying to keep up with this young lady. So I know
yes, she
they don't want
was.
to admit stalking, but maybe between Q Holly and what is the guy named Carlos, they don't understand what stalking is. If you're showing up at a school, at a job, at a nail shop all the time with uninvited, you're stalking. That don't make sense. I don't know how he's having a problem with understanding that, but he's, trying to fight for himself right now. And I don't blame him. If I did something stupid like this, I would fight for my life too, because you should be in jail.
So tell me this, why is Casper the ghost, why are they pushing this lie about Holly had the gun loaded on top of the car? Nobody believes that lie they keep pushing over there. Why do they do that?
Well, when you collaborate a story, everybody's story got to make sense, so that when it gets in front of the people that count, meaning the people who are going to press charges, the people who are going to be the ones that judge the situation, all this stuff has got to make sense. So why not push a lie? If you started with premeditation, you got to think that thing all the way through.
Exactly. Okay? And that's what the fuck they did. They started all the way through.
Since December, and you're going back to December, Carlos was with Ramika at the Christmas thing. If Carlos is with Ramika during Christmas, that means Q Holly is sitting at home pregnant by herself, and she's not getting any attention. So now
I didn't know that. Are you serious? Right now?
I've seen some pictures where he spent Christmas with Ramika.
Hold on. Are you talking about 2024 Christmas?
Yes, 2024. We ain't got 25
yet. Sure,
yet.
It wasn't 2023.
I thought it was 2024, unless somebody changed the dates.
2022. I've never. I mean, you telling me something new. Let me ask people. Hey, she says she saw pictures of Ramika and Carlos. Were they hugged up together?
I mean, if you guys notice, when Carlos takes pictures with these young ladies, he don't really hug up with them. He gets next to them. He might get close, but he's not usually the one that's
okay. Well, hold on. Okay, what did y'all see the picture where she's talking about 2024 Christmas? Did y'all see that? Press 1 if it was 2024 Christmas, or was it another year? Because she is saying 2024 Christmas. Ramika and Carlos, they were on good enough terms to take pictures together. They were eating together. They were laughing together. They was at events together. And during this time, Holly, she was big mad, telling her she ready to take people out of here. She ready to kill people, and trying to put a restraining order on Ramika. During this time, Ramika and Carlos were on good terms. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so for me, and I'm a woman, you're a woman. If your man if you're pregnant and your man is not with you on special occasions, you're upset. That's this plain and simple. I'm going to walk away from the situation, and you're going to walk away from the situation. But there's a lot of young women out there, Q Holly being one of them, ain't walking away until she gets what she wants. Single white female kind of business.
I know you lying. Did you hear what Frederica said, girl? Frederica said Ramika and Carlos was together on Valentine's of this year. I know you lying.
Oh, that is true. I seen the Valentine's Day pictures. That is so true.
February 14th, you know that's Valentine's Day.
Yes, ma'am.
This year? Oh,
yes.
And what was Holly at? Somewhere pregnant?
Now, I don't know if y'all seen them Valentine's Day pictures, but I did see them. Yes. So whoever in the chat said That is absolutely right. And this is why I'm saying, y'all, Remeka had every right to feel the way she was feeling. This man was playing with her. He was playing with her. He was still giving Remeka hope. And a lot of people in the bushes, because I know I got a lot of bush watchers. Okay, I'm glad y'all watching, you know. Y'all need to understand that. He was lying to this girl. That's why this girl kept always saying, "You's a liar. You's a liar. Why do you lie all the time?" Because he was giving her hope behind closed doors. Something that some women should see by her behavior. It wasn't that she wanted to do this all the time. He was giving this woman hope.
So the baby, I believe Holly's child was born sometime this year in between February and August, right? I mean, February and April.
Oh, my God.
So either way, she's boiling. Can you imagine being pregnant
on
and all of this stuff going on and not, you know, you're pissed because not only
I'm going to the abortion clinic.
Absolutely. and not, that's a sad thing to say, but at the end of the day,
it's real. It ain't sad. Hey, I'm not about to bring a child into this broken home that is mentally ill. Hell no.
Absolutely. But Holly did. So now
they said she can't even see her baby.
And you know what else? How are you starting a restraining order before the baby even born? And using the baby as a reason to protect the baby. You protecting yourself and your baby from this evil villain who you have never met. And only because you guys are going back and forth on social media, you're going to start this restraining order process. And this is about the two of them. I know a lot of people say Carlos, but both of them is got some issues. Carlos and Q Holly, because there's no way you're sitting here with this man doing all this stuff with this woman who he and I know you don't believe he loved her.
No, and you know the reason why you say you keep on talking about Carlos. Now they say it's a difference between a man and a woman, right?
Right.
All right. And they say a man's supposed to be a leader, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. And they say a man's supposed to be logical, right?
Absolutely.
So if you have a leader that's logical, that's a man in a situation, he's supposed to do better than the female. Absolutely. He's supposed to be the leader of these females. It ain't no equal, right? Because you got a man and a woman. So therefore, he has to bear more of the responsibility because he is the man. He is the leader.
I 100% agree with you, but if you are a logical woman, a logical thinking woman, you're going to see this man is not with his right mind, and you're going to start pulling away instead of drawing closer to him. You're going to pull away. And I know that there are good men out there. They just ain't, they just, Carlos, I don't know what was able to go on as long as it did between these two women and him to allow it. But there are good men would never do something like this to his son. I mean, like his boy has to go on in life without his mom. Like, and I'm the one who keeps saying this, and I'm gonna say this till it would be abuse of that child to give him that baby, because you know he ain't gonna stop seeing Q Holly. He's going to continue seeing Q Holly and that baby. So that means you got two babies on the line, the 5, 6, 7-month-old baby, and now the 7-year-old baby. They gonna give both them kids to him? No. He's gonna stay with Holly so she can take care of them kids, because Holly ain't got all her marbles. And that's what I have to say about this situation. It's heartbreaking. I would never I can't, there's nothing can change my mind that about Romika getting the justice, because you just don't bring a gun to a cat fight. I'm sorry. It just, I've seen this my whole life. I am 56. No, I'm about to be 58 in November. There is no way I've seen a woman decide, unless she's got some problems, that she gonna shoot another woman. I seen them want to scratch her, they want to black her eye, they want to pull her hair, but a gun?
Yeah, that's hate right there.
That just don't add up for me.
Say what you want to say. That's hate.
And that's all I got to say about it, my love.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming up here. All right. Are you there? Hello? We got you.
Hello? You talking? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm in my car. I just got off from work, but I'm going to let you know the real correction of my name. People call me Naya for short, but my full name is Anaya.
Okay.
Yes,
Naya,
yes. Everybody call me Naya for short. I'm always up here looking at you, listening to your stories.
Thank you.
I heard that same. You're welcome. I heard that story. Hold up, I'm about to park. I'm just getting off from work. But anyhow, I heard that same story because while I'm driving at work, I be listening to. I be hoping that you got a new story up there or whatever. I saw that particular story that you keep replaying, and it's making me completely sick because I truly believe they some lying sons of bees. Like they need to be shot with shit and dead for stinking for lying on a dead woman. And Carlos, he just straight trifling, him and Holly, just trifling. And I truly believe they set her up.
Yeah.
I truly believe they set her up.
I believe that too.
It's a place for people like that. I hope they go to jail and burn in hell.
Ooh,
because
be careful what we say on this thing.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Real, sir. Yeah, we got to say stuff like they're gonna have to answer to God. God.
Yeah, they are. They definitely gonna answer to God. And I just wanted to say justice for Romika because the whole story is really extremely sad. It's like it's heartfelt. Anybody could have been a Romika, and you got a guy pillow talking and souping the other woman up. It was like it was dead wrong all the way around, especially with those two.
It was.
So they better continue to hide because everybody really felt this story. Like it just personally broke my heart as far as she should still be here and able to write her son notes and fix his lunch,
Right. The killing
and it's just unfortunate.
The killing is not.
No, it's not. It's not. No matter how they try to conquer up a story, I don't buy it. I clicked off of that other lady page today because I was like, I can't listen to this nonsense. I clicked off. I'm like, no way. I ain't buying that story. They need to try another one. That's not working. Yeah, I'm not buying that BS. It's like I'm so angry about this as if she was like a family member of mine, because it was senseless. And that old punk ass Holly.
Well, let's
my goodness.
Let's watch our language.
Oh, I'm sorry, Gigi.
Okay.
But that's it. That's all I wanted to say. I'm about to get on home and I'll finish watching. I'm going to finish watching, listening while I'm driving. But once I get home, I'll put it on my TV and watch.
I love that. Thank you, Naya. Love you. All right. That's Naya. So anything else y'all got to say about this, feel free to come up here. Say what you have to say. My thoughts is it, of course, I don't believe Casper the Ghost. I believe that Casper the Ghost is doing Carlos' bidding.
Yes.
Carlos, he is the master
He's the mastermind.
manipulator
Yep.
off of this whole thing. He uses pawns to get him so people can make him look good.
Yep.
This whole witness, the whole plan was to make Carlos look good, to make Carlos look like the hero, to make Carlos be like, oh, he was so innocent. You know, he was trying to de-escalate everything, and it was the devil, Romika. She had Satan in her, and she would not come after. And she started coming after Holly's baby.
Okay, like 911 going to say,
and Holly, and he had to protect her. And just bullshit. So I don't know what's going on. We would just have to wait until see what's going on. And if the police came out and they say the case is closed, that don't mean nothing. Police get shit wrong all the time. But it's just crazy out here in these streets. And it just goes to show you how far Carlos will go to manipulate and plant fake witnesses out here to push a narrative that he is the good guy. Because remember, recently he went on social media and he said, y'all don't have nothing good to say about me. So this is the plant that he's planting to have something good to say about him, that he was a hero. And let's not forget, Carlos, what does he do for a living? Y'all got everything on who Romika talking to, but what does Carlos do for a living? Huh? They say he's a crook, he's a schemer. What does that mean? That means that his lifestyle, his whole life is scheming people, you know, taking shit, stealing shit. And I believe that this is another part of his schemes that he does. He's real good at setting people up and scheming. That is what he does. They said, have you heard his music? I don't want to hear that devil music. They said his music, it promotes violence. His music promotes murder. Okay, that's what they say. Go look and listen to it for yourself.
Thank you, Karen.
So all
Thank you for the support, Karen.
Of how he kept on trying to come up to that school, beat on her, kept on coming to her job. He was trying to take food off the table. This is the same man that tried to whoop her in front of a job, and you ask the people at the job, they say he does it all the damn time. So you want me to believe that man is a savior? You want me to believe that man was trying to de-escalate when he is the father of chaos?
Yep.
He loves drama. Come on now, this man loves drama and chaos. But yet that day when she died, he tried to de-escalate it.
No, he did not.
If he tried to de-escalate it, his emotions after Romika got shot, it was more so just be quiet, stop snitching. The Casper the Ghost said, oh my God, he was in shock. Well, hold on, how was you there? Didn't your ass say that you left once you saw the gun? You said your scary ass left. Okay?
Yep.
So that's bull crap. But then again, they say, oh, he was shocked. Carlos shocked. He a thug.
A big
Thugs
thug.
ain't shocked when they see dead bodies. He's a damn thug. He promote violence. We're not talking about a student that's a lawyer or a person that's not into the streets. This is Chicago. And he a Chicago man. He a Chicago thug. Ask me this. Are Chicago thugs, do they get shot when they see a dead body on the floor? Press 1 if they're getting shot. Press 5 if they're not getting shot. Hell, they are numb to that shit. And it's clear as day. His whole thing was telling people not to snitch, not to be honest, not to tell what they saw. All right, hold on. Hey, how you doing, baby?
Hey, boo, how you doing?
Good. I'm glad you came up here. I like your accent too, girl. What's your thoughts about this?
I listened to it, and it sounds like whoever it is, this team Carlos.
Definitely.
But I think there's some truth in a lot of it. But
tell me what's the truth.
Girl, don't you piss me off.
Romika came up there messing with him. I don't, people keep saying that they set him up. They said, they was looking for her. But if you Google the map in front of Carlos' house, they have the pay for parking things, the little things sitting up. But if you look where they was parked at, there was none of those little pole things that you pay for parking. But see, I thought you knew about the where Carlos stayed at situation. I would have brought that up the other day. I don't think that they intentionally met up with her. I think she just finally caught them outside. You got the buzz to get in his building. I think this was her. Now, I don't know if that's her first time seeing him. You understand?
Mhm.
But this was her moment to actually
let
catch
me
them.
ask, where did you think that Carlos was parked across the street from his building?
He was.
No, he wasn't. He was parked around a corner,
This cold here
girl.
pissing me
Yes,
off.
because that's where you could park and you don't get metered. That's what, if you go look on the maps, you could see by
So
his
tell
house.
me this, sweetheart. A man that drives a Mercedes truck, he's concerned about some coins and some meters.
Hey, you get ticketed a couple of times and then you get booted, I mean, if you look,
So
like
he parked this way all the time. He parked trying to be cheap, parking this way. I don't give a damn. If I drive a Mercedes truck, ain't no way I'm taking my vehicle and I'm going to park it where I can't have eyes on my car.
Well, your map, even on the map that you showed, all the cars was crowded. All the cars was crowded where, when y'all was showing the maps, I was watching y'all. When y'all was showing the map, all the cars was crowded right there. You don't see no cars in front where Carlos stay at. But all the cars was lined it up right there where him and Romika and your girl had the
got to do with what happened, girl?
Yeah, I'm thinking the cars were crowded because it's rush hour and it's so many buildings over there. So I don't think it just came from that building where Carlos
with all y'all little, you don't think that she would be
Man, you know how to do it, Karen.
If that's what really happened. You don't think so?
You don't know criminals get away with murder all the time.
Yeah, they do. You're right.
So
they do get away with it.
You just never know. And then you have to look at what's going on in the world right now. They're allowing any and everybody to have a gun. So you already know they expect them bodies to drop. Are they going to
Yeah, because a lot of channels don't have the coffee link. Every channel, don't have it. Every channel gets supports like in their own different ways, So yeah, so that's why I explained it to everybody that was new to my channel. You support me with the coffee link. But I'm glad you know how to use it now, Karen, and thank you.
I'm planning on tapping everybody on the list. Whoever dropped a body, hell no. There's so many people that got bodies out here. They rapping about it, they promoting it, and they ain't get locked up yet.
Right.
So
Quadri.
Or Boosie. Or what Boosie? They said Boosie got bodies. Boosie. They say all these niggas got bodies, girl, but they're not in jail. And they said in part, and to get into Hollywood, you gotta sacrifice somebody that you care about. Hell, for all I know, Romika could be a sacrifice so Carlos can get more into Hollywood. Cause you know how that is.
She should have been able to go home with her son.
Right. But let's get to this parking, girl. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're telling me Carlos' apartment, they don't have parking over there?
They don't have parking. I looked into it all.
Okay, there's no parking. So he parked on that. What's the name of that street? Cermak.
That's State Street. It is not Cermak. It's Carmack. It's Carmack.
Carmack. Shit, you know what the hell I'm trying to say. Carmack. And then my accent, Carmack.
Right.
So he always park on Carmack.
That's State Street. Carmack is the other one, wasn't it? No, State Street is the street.
Don't let me go back to that damn map.
2113 is State Street. All right, 2113 is his apartments. On the side is Carmack. But if you could look, I see.
Okay, so the street is he stay on State.
Yes.
Okay, so it didn't happen on State.
It happened on Carmack.
It happened on Carmack. That's around the corner.
Right, but that's right on the corner from his house where you don't have to pay for
it. It didn't happen on a corner. It happened more in the inside on Cermak. But you're saying that all those people that stay in that apartment, they always park on Cermak.
I don't know who all stay up there. They over a coffee shop, all kind of stuff. I don't know.
I
who
know.
all up
So
there.
okay, that coffee shop over there. If you go into that restaurant over there, they
Yeah,
all
sharp.
they all because remember that's why it was so damn crowded. You got all those
Right,
restaurants and shit. So they
right.
all park on Cermak. Nobody park on State. That's what you saying.
That's what I'm saying. Even
Do
in
y'all like this
you can't
witness?
park
Because
on
I don't
certain
think she knows
streets,
what
but
you're
you can
talking about.
park around the corner from me. You know what I'm
Okay, I'm not
saying?
debating that.
Yeah.
So, but they don't got no
Right,
park. So you're
Shay.
saying that they always park on Cermak.
I don't know if he always parked there, but it looked like Holly always parked there. I think they should have a sticker to park a certain spot. But if you living on a business, you're living in a busy area. That's like a city part of Chicago. You have to go by the rules no matter. He's not living in no residential area. He's living what that is, South Loop. South Loop
Well,
is
it
a
actually
very
is a
pricey
resident
area.
area
They say
because
that's
she's
like
living
kind of the
on top
suburbs.
of
Girl, I
Ford, so that
can't
is
tell. I'm
residential.
sorry. I've been to
So what is she
suburbs,
talking
and
about?
the
When
suburbs
you
I go
live in a
to, honey,
building
they
and
don't
the
even
stores
have
below and
White
all that, that's a
Castles.
residential
They
And
don't
area.
I
have
heard
none of that. Hold on, girl. Let me tell you about the suburbs I know about. It has to be it's not a high-end suburb.
right.
Because even, girl, don't let me go back to that damn map. In the middle of Sharks, you got this big open space. It looked like a home. It don't look cleaned up and stuff.
And then look, they
So
had a page.
the suburb, the good suburbs I'm used to going to, all that, and then the restaurant, it might be a nice place. It's not in my list of nice. It ain't nice
Right.
to
Hey,
me.
you're
It's
right. I
No, I don't like
understand.
that lady.
okay. I wouldn't want to live there.
Right.
But go ahead.
But I was watching when I was reading through
She sounded
Cadre
like it was up there before
comments,
that I ain't
a
like.
burn page came on there and said, "Thank you for shedding light on Romika."
Stop it. And she
Oh,
told
she
Carlos.
did.
Yeah, she said,
Okay.
I told you, Carlos, only you can stop it. Because Carlos like
Oh,
drama, girl. He likes the drama.
I feel like he could have escalated that. He could have, man, don't shoot my baby mama, bro. You could threaten her with it, but don't do that. Or something like
Well,
that.
okay, tell me this,
What the fuck is
sweetheart.
he talking about?
This is the same man that was beating on her just a week ago, right?
Yeah.
And
Beating on who?
Romika.
Oh yeah, uh-huh.
And
But
the same man
Romika,
that tried to
they
get
was
her
doing tit
fired
for
from
tat.
her
They was
job.
doing tit for tat. You seen what she did to his Benz truck?
It's a truck, girl. She ain't do it to him.
He went bust up windows on her house.
Okay, it's materialistic things.
Exactly.
It's not
She was hiding her car. She wasn't hiding her car from him stalking because she had to tow his car up.
Exactly.
So she was hiding her car so he wouldn't do nothing to her car. So he went to her job to tell her manager, look, she's supposed to be on the clock, but she around here doing this to me and doing all this to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got some men that'll just sit there and call the police on you when you do stuff, but they got some men that'll retaliate. You won't bust my windows or you won't hide your car, I'ma bust your windows on your house.
Okay, remember, Carlos, he's a damn felon, they say. And remember, he's a street dude. He's a thug. Let's not forget.
I want to know what happened when he go to court.
Why do you keep interrupting me?
I keep hearing you hear thug, but that don't, Romika's a thug too.
Oh my God. You keep interrupting me. First of all, Romika and Carlos is not the same, baby. Exactly. Romika works an honest job, too honest job.
And you know what, y'all? This little heifer right here, oh Lord, I don't even want to call no name. You can see how she really feels about her own Black women. That tells a lot about her character, how she really feels about her own Black women.
Carlos don't work an honest job, okay? So let's not go there.
That makes you a thug because you don't work?
If you're doing it criminally and you're shooting, you're pushing violence.
But when somebody was on your platform the other day, they said they was doing scamming too. That's how they all was getting to wear the clothes and stuff that they were wearing. They wasn't saying it was just him. They were saying it was her too.
What makes you a thug?
What makes you a thug? Robbing, shooting, gang banging, killing.
He does all that. And
scamming? More. I don't think scamming makes you a thug. I just think that makes you a scammer.
Child, scammer is the cousin of a thug. They all go together. thugs, scammers, drug dealers, they are family. They brother, sister, twin. Shit, they all in the mix.
I do not
Yeah,
like
you're
this
right.
man.
I agree with you on that. I agree.
Hell.
But it
Mika. Okay. Let's
Yeah,
talk
Holly-
about it.
To bring it forth. And I appreciate she gave her word, but that's not good enough for me. It's good for me because we saw the video and we heard that woman screaming. That was not fake. That was a in the moment. She shot her. She shot her. She shot her. The gun is in the car. So that gun wasn't
And
out.
that
That gun
same
was,
woman was the one that did the interview, or was telling her side of the story. And ain't nobody had to call
Yeah,
her
that's that bitch
and
open door.
trick her to do no interview. She came willingly and she
Little
wanted to
fucking
speak truth to
thug-ass
power.
bitch.
exactly. So, you
Who,
know,
the
she may
Spanish
not.
girl?
Exactly, honey.
Yeah, ain't
5K.
nobody call her
Incredible.
Yes.
or try to force
It
her to do
shows how she
nothing.
really
She said,
feel about her own
I
black
just dropped my kid off at
women.
school. Are you serious, man? Nah, that don't sound right. She don't sound
Everything
credible
she
to
said
me.
sounded right to me.
Yeah,
She said,
because
she said,
she said that Romika did say she just dropped her kid off from school.
and she also said he had her in a chokehold. He had her in a chokehold. So why he let her go?
And the truth is, she did drop her kid off from school just right there. She was coming from
Yeah.
that area.
But you know, I don't know exactly how to proceed, but I just think we need to be aware of what they're doing because they are listening
Yeah.
to
She
all of
dropped her
these.
child off late, and they figured that they could go out to the car because she hadn't
Don't matter,
already
she
dropped
dropped her
little
child
Los off
earlier
at
late,
school.
bitch. It was her
So little
child. It
did they
wasn't
know she
yours.
was running late. But I did also hear she got
Well,
wind
they
that
knew
Holly,
there was
Holly
no
was in town.
Cookie. They knew she was dropping off him late because she posted it.
Facts.
Correct.
She
On her
heard Holly
Facebook
was in
page.
town too.
They
Well, she
always
posted.
watching. They always watching Romika.
Well, she put it on her Facebook page, is what I
Yeah,
heard.
so they already know. Okay, that's right around the corner. She up here. If she
Right.
dropping a kid off, okay, let's post. Come on.
I do not like this look.
And
Ain't
so I'm
nobody
just
trying
gonna
to do
say.
nothing with no baby.
So I'm just gonna say, you know, again, you know, y'all are doing excellent work, Gigi, Trina. Well, I ain't even gonna call names no more because you know I don't trust in people.
Yeah, Gigi, I love your station, by the way.
No,
Thank
we
you,
wish you will never come back up on Gigi
All
And
right,
Trina
I'm gonna
again,
put you
bitch.
down, Cookie. I'll bring you back up. But go
and
ahead.
so
Yeah, I'm
do
glad
I.
Gigi dropped her.
You know,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then the other thing, Gigi, is why would she be with her baby in the car and a gun that early in the morning? It just
Facts.
don't make sense.
Facts.
So, you know, we don't know precisely what happened, but people are going to get them videos from the school and then we can see.
Yeah, I ain't like that
But
bitch, y'all.
my
I can't
opinion,
stand her.
based on the video, she had time to retreat. You are supposed to retreat if you can.
And she had time.
And he was holding her. So now you're gonna tell me a man that weighed, I mean, he looked like he about 6'3", and you know, something like somebody said like 260. He couldn't hold her.
He
You know,
could.
say,
That's what he
Holly,
wanted
get in
them
the
jail
car.
for. What's the purpose to keep going to gym, keep on pumping, and being around all those men, huh?
Right.
What's the damn purpose if you're gonna be weak and you can't even save the day? You steady pumping. That's all he does. Stay in the gym. That's all he does.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I don't believe there's no way that he could not hold her. I just don't. And I think he let her go on purpose so she could shoot.
Right when she got the gun,
Yes,
girl, I'm gonna
facts.
hold her down.
Yes.
When you retrieve the gun, that's when I'm gonna let
Because
her
you
ass
let her go,
go.
'cause he ain't
And that's
wanna
when
get
you
shot.
shoot. Come on,
And-
Patricia.
And that's what
Patricia,
it-
let's run
it
that
seemed
shit
like.
back. Patricia.
That's
God
what it
damn it.
seemed like.
Patricia.
Yes,
Patricia.
ma'am.
I'm gonna hold her ass down. Okay. Now,
Right.
my girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever, go get the gun, ho. Go ahead. I'm waiting on you to get the pow. Okay, you got that shit. Now I'm about to let this hoe go. Now finish it.
Look, if he
Now
didn't want
finish
her,
it. Finish
if he did not want her to get shot, he could have threw his body weight on her.
That's right.
He could have protected her, right? Got in front of her.
He could have put her to the ground and laid on her.
He could have, but that's what he ain't want to do that.
Correct. Exactly. So, I'm gonna go ahead and get off. I just wanted to say them 3 things, and I do just want to say I don't know what the remedy is, because there's a fine line in reporting this and continuing on and giving them information to manipulate, because that's what they're doing. They listening to you. They listening to
yeah. It might not open book. All depends on how far the camera goes.
No way.
Huh?
No way.
Well,
let's not get into it because I don't want to be in his business. But I can't believe that's shocking.
Not him. Holly's people.
Well, I don't want to get in their business, so that's between them.
Exactly.
Leave that alone. I'm gonna stay on Ramika and Holly. That's enough for me.
Right, and I'm gonna get off because it's just very sad to see what happened, and I really think they should take a look at it. And like the other young lady said, nothing else, she should be charged with manslaughter. She should be charged with something. She didn't have to kill that girl like that and shot her in the face.
Exactly.
Have y'all reached out to Trump?
What Trump will do?
Yeah, get somebody. He wanted to tell National Guard. I would say, listen, Trump, this mother, she's a mother, got shot in the face. Okay, you need to do something about these. These thugs are out of hand.
No, I don't interact with these people.
Okay,
that's not my lane.
I'm gonna get somebody involved. Y'all not gonna listen.
Well, you go ahead and
you can't tell Obama.
You do what you do. But I support you.
Yes, you did.
I think your channel is excellent. I love you. And I'm gonna let you go. So drop me down.
Okay, Patricia. She dropped. All right. So Shay says this. She says, another question. Y'all saying Holly should have gotten in the car and locked her doors and drove off. She should have. If she's scared, if I'm scared, I'm getting right when I see Ramika crazy ass pull up. I'm jumping my black ass in that car, locking the doors, and I'm recording as I go, and I'm trying to get the hell on out. Okay. And I'm telling Carlos, handle that, okay? But they are saying, according to Ramika's body, when she got shot, she couldn't have just got in her car, period. Well, when Ramika first pulled up, right? That is a time for you to get in your car. And then you have Carlos holding her. So if Carlos is holding her down, then you can easily get in your car. For Carlos is like the person that's defending you, holding you back. You can get in your car, you can skate off. Now, I will question, once I try to get in front of Ramika's car, and squeeze in Carlos' car, that's scary. Like right there, because I'm not seeing the traffic come through, I'll be scared to shoot out because I'm afraid that somebody's going to hit me. But that's the only thing I would be concerned about at that point. And but if Ramika was to come towards me and start tapping on my car and busting out my windows, then I'm going to show her my pow, and if she continue, I'm going to shoot that ass, But that's how I would have played it, being scary. But it don't seem like that. That's just an alternative, okay? That's an alternative. So yeah. She wasn't going to the school. They was about to go to the gym in Chicago. People stay strapped 24/7 in Chicago. Holly, no, she got a girl actively looking to beat her down that lives in the area. Well, Ramika was on her way to work. She wasn't thinking about no damn Holly. And like I said, if Holly is so scared like y'all paying Holly to be, why would I be in this area? If this girl that's going to beat me down, if I got a ticket on my head I'm not about to be in this girl area if I'm scared of her.
That's right.
I'm going to be like, Carlos, you better come here. I'm not about to be in that area. If a girl came to some place looking to beat somebody down, or even Carlos, I'm not going to put my life involved because you deal with crazy people and your crazy people possibly will attack me. Why would I take my baby there in that unsafe space? If your house is getting raided in, thugs coming through, females coming through, busting on up, why would I bring my baby there? That's just let you know she's careless. Would y'all bring y'all baby there to a place where you have baby mamas popping up ready to fight? You got thugs coming in ready to fight. Press 1 if you feel safe with leaving and staying there and being with your baby there. Press 9, hell no. That's dumb. Why would you even put yourself in that? That's Carlos' lifestyle. Carlos like that type of stuff, you know? And for Carlos to steady being with Romika, knowing if Romika is this rowdy, ghetto person, and she's so violent, you steady being with her. You steady being with her on Valentine's Day and Christmas Day. Holly, right, you absolutely. Dumb as hell. You so dumb, Holly. You should have not even messed with Carlos or his lifestyle, especially if you want peace. But this is what they signed up for. So, I tell you, I'm not dealing with that. I'm not dealing with that shit.
This has been a day.
I want to live peaceful, y'all. I'm not trying to fight my whole life. Shit, didn't black people already struggle so much? We got Trump in office. We're about to go into some more struggle. Why make it harder on yourself? Huh? Why make it harder on yourself? Do y'all just love the struggle? I believe you do. I'm convinced that you love drama. You love chaos. You love dysfunction. I am convinced that y'all love it. All right. Well, that's all I got for you guys. I love you guys. I will be doing other topics later on, so just be prepared for that. And hopefully you guys still support me doing other stuff. I do have to let you guys know what do you want to let them know? I do have other YouTube channels. If you guys want to see the new current stuff, my goodness. These are some new channels that I do have.
That's what I think she did say, Barbara. Hold on here. Yes, I think she did say that. Yep. Carlos would have whole Hollywood not the pow at her and leave this to a situation with Carlos and Romika. Well, baby, them women got up there and they told it all today, baby. I'm telling you, they made some good points today. That's all I got to tell y'all. They made some good points, honey. She told y'all she basically told y'all everything I was trying to tell y'all, but she came all the way out with it. What a fucking narcissist would do to you. Get you out of here. Get you gone. Okay? Right? That's what she did. Okay? Now, I'm going to tell you. Now, I don't think that now she says she got another witness that she going to drop. I don't know when she's going to drop it. Do y'all think she's going to drop it? I don't know. She might not drop it because the backlash she's getting from this one here. Then again, she might say, fuck it and drop it. Or come on and drop it because when you drop it, I'm ready, baby. I need to dissect that shit. Come on and drop it, honey. You know, I have not been on Facebook to see what was posted today for Holly family. But I'll be doing some other topics also, too. Because I do got another topic that I think I was telling y'all about. We got to know these red flags with these men because, baby, they'll marry you today and take you out tomorrow. Ooh, Lord. They just keep disturbing going on, you know, because they can't be honest to the women and stuff. And I don't know what's wrong with them. I don't know what's wrong with some of these men nowadays. I really don't. Oh, yeah, Gigi be on it. She do. She definitely do. I think he's lying. I think his live last night. You think so, honey? Could have been, cause baby, when he called her a bitch, I was like, "Ooh, Lord." I say, "Well, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy." Maybe she might be discouraged from it. Well, next time maybe she would do better when she talking to these witnesses and ask these witnesses more questions than what she was really asking that witness. You know, she didn't really ask that witness questions that needed to be asked. Like, you know, why was the gun on top of the car? You know? Like shit like that. Like, what the fuck? Woo, y'all. I rocked out with y'all again today, baby. I am tired. Yes, I am, honey. But I do got some more stories, so I hope y'all rock out with me with other stories also. You know, because I like covering stories like this. You know what I'm saying? Bring awareness to domestic violence and stuff like that. You know, but this story is unfolding. And it seems like even more and more and more is coming out. For real. You don't think she will? She might not. She might not. She might say, I ain't gonna say nothing else. I want to keep the other. Yeah, girl, keep that other fake ass witness private. We don't need it anyway, you know. We don't need it. We don't need it. Keep that other witness, that fake bitch private. But thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, y'all, again, for my channel to support my channel, my moms always drop the coffee link. If anybody want to hit the link, you can hit the link anytime that I'm live, or even when I'm not live. Because sometimes when I get off my lives, I leave it in the comment section. So when people watch the replay, if they want to still donate to my channel, you can. I don't have to be live. But every channel, you know, is different when they come to support their channel. But my channel, I support my channel with the coffee link. So if you ever want to support me, you can just hit the coffee link and donate whatever amount of coffees you would like to donate for the new people that's coming in my chat. Because the old ones already, they know already. So this was for the new people. Her lives belong. Yes. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, they're getting their lives together. Hey, Karen, you may be right. Oh, yeah. She may be getting it right, you know, after all this shit, right? She may got to ask the right questions this time, right? Yeah, you could be right. Gigi, please, you curse more than yeah, Gigi be like, no, don't curse. Well, I don't mind people cursing sometimes as long as they don't get too out of control with it. But you know, sometimes when when you talk, sometimes a little curse will, slip out here and there. You know what I'm saying? So you have a great day too. And I will definitely see you guys on tomorrow. Yeah, that's bullshit on top of the car. Yeah, like that shit didn't even sound right. Like on top of a car, that shit was crazy. Like it really was. I just know for a fact. This was a great live, Roy D. Thank you, Miss Barbara. Thank you. And you has my mother name. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, that one right there was very puzzling to me. Like, because I didn't hear the first witness say nothing about a gun was on top of a car. I didn't hear that. Not unless I missed something. I didn't hear that. I heard her say that she seen Holly go towards the car. you know. And if it was on top of the car, why was it on top of the car? You know, answer that question. The lady that did the interview, ask her why it was on top of the car. Or why do you think it was on top of the car? Or do you feel it was odd that a gun was on top of the car? Say some things like that to her. Don't say some things to her that, you know what I'm saying, you looking at Holly in a nasty way as an evil devil. Because I think that's how this lady looked at her too. I really do believe that. I really do believe that she looked at her like that. You know? It just didn't make no sense to me whatsoever. It really didn't. But that's all I have for today, y'all. I'm going to get up out of here. I love you guys. Y'all guys stay prayed up, stay blessed. Always remember to keep God first. I love you all, and I will see you all tomorrow. And I'll leave my coffee link in my description in case, you know, because sometimes a lot of people did watch my replay yesterday. So some people may watch my replay again today. We don't know if Key's going live tonight. Tonight. We don't know. I guess we'll find out, won't we? But I love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace and love. And thank everyone for timing in.